but it's still I just can't get it. Oh, hey.
Oh, crap.
Live.
Oh, you can tell me you're going live. I went to my pants on. Shoot.
Sorry, man. Sorry, folks.
I literally caught us with our pants down.
Yeah. Any hoodles. Sorry about that one. If I
would be embarrassed,
then I can't. All right, sorry, folks. I'm looking at the poll that I put up there. I'll get to that in a minute.
He's looking at the poll.
See what you did there.
I turned an innocent thing into a sexual thing.
Yeah, you did, didn't you? Sharp guy, be up. What up?
Oh, he didn't do it. He
Think I'm a
didn't
ninja?
do it. Look at that. There he is.
What up, Sharif?
What up? What's going on?
Oh, you know, little this, little that. Bam a Ninja, Oliver Twist, Crispy Critter, El Cap.
Did he fall asleep? Good.
Who?
Izzy, I put him to bed right before we went live.
Okay.
That's where I was.
Gotcha. Marcos Gamma, what's up, brother? Be up. Hello, Jason Brown.
Be up.
Welcome forever. I was out with Choo Choo today. I went and hung out on the waterfront for a while.
Oh,
In
nice.
the Puget Sound. I constantly go inland to the mountains. I don't go out to the ocean as much. And so today, because it's still same amount of time, regardless of which direction I go. Puget Sound is 20 minutes that way. Mountains are 20 minutes that way. Today I went and hung out by the ocean.
I'm an ocean kid. Like when I move more inland, I'm gonna miss it.
That's why
I heard the Great Lakes are a pretty good substitute.
that's
Yes,
what I
they
hear.
Okay.
But I've lived my entire life. I've lived by the ocean. Even when I was, when I lived over east in North Carolina, we weren't far from the ocean. Pennsylvania, we weren't far from the ocean. And then my whole life here in Western Washington, I don't think I can do without it.
It's definitely a thing, man. Like, I can't deny it. Like, right now, maybe 2+ hours, and I don't know. Like, I've always been near water most of my life, and it's kind of weird being even as far as I am now from it,
I'm 5.5 from it right now.
Oof.
Everyone has a happy place. Sitting on the beach, listening to the waves. That's my happy place.
We have a little bit of a different beach up here. So it's the
rocks and stuff, right?
Yeah, it's the Puget Sound. So, if you know Washington, once you get to a certain part of Washington, you're actually on the Pacific Ocean. But like where I'm at, it's more of like, it's the Sound. It is the Pacific Ocean, but it's more inland, I guess. And because of that, it creates a rockier.
But you get to watch the orcas out there
all the time, man. That's
the same.
It's.
Really?
I said when you drive by, like in Everett or like out in Camino Island, for any of you Pacific Northwest folks that know that, you'll see them out there, and you see them so often. Sometimes you're like, "Oh, there's some orcas." The one thing though that we do also have a lot, kind of off topic, but I never get the awe of seeing them is never lost on me, or bald eagles. We got bald eagles all over the place around here.
I've maybe seen one in my lifetime. I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
We see them all the time. All the time.
Dang.
We have a couple here, like up north, but you rarely see them. Hello,
Okay,
Jeffrey.
Hey, Jeffrey. So, Terry, Dean was actually. So, I'll talk about this now. You guys see the poll that's going on. I happen to be wearing my snake shirt today, so I figured I'd put the best Kurt Russell character up there. I took Dean Prophet off and replaced him with Stuntman Mike. But I'm kind of second guessing myself because Dean Prophet is absolutely worth being on that list. I'm a big.
Vince and Jared are already going at it.
Oh, are they? Great.
I love it.
Oh, hold on. Getting a text from.
Dude, I will tell you, Maddie, like living next to the Great Lakes was really nice when I was growing up. Like on my way to school, I would drive past Lake St. Clair, and dude, I would just roll down the windows, take in that like fresh air, you know, smoke one of my cigarettes as I was driving down the road. You know, it was just like,
that sounds good.
man.
Terry, I'm a huge Kurt Russell fan. So
How can you not be? I mean,
Trust-
the guy is epic.
trust me, he was number 3. I wrote Dean Prophet down as number 3, and then I put Gabe Cash. And then I was like, well, what about Stuntman Mike? And I asked that, you know, again. Anywho.
You can't have all of them.
4 was all I could put on. So,
Yeah.
what up, Demon Hawk? Herb Brooks? Not bad.
I actually like Kurt Russell in Stargate. He was good there.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Oh,
I mean, again, there's only 4. Santa Claus, he's actually, you know, the
He was awesome.
Christmas Chronicles or whatever it is. That's actually a really good role. What's his name? I forget the name of his character in The Hateful Eight. He's really good in Hateful Eight.
Yep.
God, that movie is. I just recently watched that again. That's a really good movie.
Yeah, Wyatt Earp.
Wyatt Earp, yeah, absolutely.
I love Kurt Russell, but he got overshadowed by Val Kilmer, Doc Holliday.
Oh, and Tombstone.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, sorry, Tombstone. Yeah, but yeah.
Whew.
Yeah.
No, but he is like
Overboard.
one of the best actors to come out of the 80s and 90s, man. Like, hands down. You know?
Captain
Like, he
Ron,
needs to
yeah.
be celebrated way more.
So, did someone just say that? Yeah, I was gonna say Captain Ron absolutely is one of his funkiest roles.
His eye.
Yeah,
love it.
yeah.
Doc
I'm
Kilmer
over
was perfect. Oh man. Like, if it were him as Wyatt Earp and then somebody else as Doc Holliday,
Hello.
no contest. But Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday.
See, Val Kilmer, I think, loses respect after Batman. He kind of starts going downhill after that. But everything up until then, dude, Val Kilmer is one of the best actors of all time.
Yeah,
I think he's absolutely amazing. I love Val Kilmer.
Dude, what's the one he did when he was really young? He did 2 that are like some of my favorites. The one where he's a kid essentially at like MIT working on lasers.
Oh yeah, Real Genius.
I've watched that like 5 times a year. It's free on YouTube right now. I've already watched it twice.
It's one of my favorite movies of all
I love
time.
that movie.
Right? And what's the other one where he plays the rock star sent to Germany to go against the Nazis?
I don't know that one.
Oh, hold on.
Oh, that's his very first movie. The spy.
Yeah.
The spy movie.
Yeah.
I
could never remember the name
on the tip
though.
of my tongue. That's
Cool
his very
World
first.
was Brad Pitt.
Yes.
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
Huh?
Oh, someone said Cool World.
Oh,
Cool World's a
Yeah,
cool
Cool
movie.
World, Brad Pitt.
Half anime, half
Spies Like Us.
Spies Like Us.
Dude, Spies Like Us, Real Genius, epic.
I love
epic
Genius.
movies.
The Door.
Dude, I'm with you, Maddie. That's
Great
like
Morns.
all-time
I tried to
favorites.
emulate his haircut when I was younger. Like, I shaved my sideburns, tried to get. I was like, man, I'm gonna be a genius. I'm that moron, but I tried. Z-Man, El-Cat, Pretty Fly, Oliver, Mimo,
Sorry,
Greg.
guys. I'm out of it. Oh, there's
There's
Jared
a
White.
few super chats too.
Oliver Twist.
One from Piper. Javon did one. Oliver, hello, buddy.
What? Say what now? What did I miss?
Top Secret was Val Kilmer's first film.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Spies, you
That's
said
right.
Spies Like Us, and I went with it.
Yeah, I mean, I blame it on Terry.
What made you feel weird things?
Oh, that's right. Jared and Terry did a trade for the Jaeger and the Maverick S.
Voo fam, hey buddy. Let's see. Do I have any? I don't have any Kaisers to show right off the bat. But I mean, you don't have just Kaisers.
Oliver, if you didn't know, Oliver, if you did not know, X-Files are a thing. There's
Jam.
Cigarette Smoking Man, there's Scully, there's Mulder. I got
One of my favorite knives of Stevie's is the Ferrum Forge that he has. I love that thing.
I guess that's a good time to pull it out, and then
some dude Mark
Ferrum Forge Friday.
Yeah, look at that.
My X-Files Anode Ferrum Forge Crux.
Did Way of Knife do that for you?
No.
Who did that for you?
My buddy Ruben, now of Retinal. What? I forget what the company he just started, but he's out on his own doing stuff now.
Nice.
Yeah, he's not fully emerged in the EDC community. He's really involved in the Facebook world of, if you guys know the EK crew, Everything Knives, on Facebook. He's really involved with them.
Clockwork Orange. That was a good one.
What up, Birdie?
Birdie.
Brandon. One Moon, Demonok. I said hello. Sorry, I'm way behind.
It's okay. We'll keep up on comments while you catch up.
Yeah, you do that.
You know what, Sharif?
What's up?
So you don't need skiffs in it. Mine is.
You don't. No, I completely agree. You don't. But
mine, I don't want to. It's perfect. You could if you want, but I mean, I want to mess with it now.
Hey, Voo, has Pretty Fly for a Knife Guy gotten in touch with you? He said he was trying to get in touch with you. I don't know if you guys have touched base or not yet, but it's fresh in my mind. If you should check your DMs if you haven't for Pretty Fly for a Knife Guy.
What up, CPM? No, it's not a do-rag.
Oh, man, if Stevie had shown up in a do-rag, I would have lost it.
It's my all-black Detroit hat. Because I had to rep
Piper, what up? Eating cake on the ocean floor. That's me.
Still gangster.
Oh, so if you guys see here, I have it up as Fed Stevie. And so I was trying to annoy some of my fellow YouTube. There's a knife tuber chat, right? And I just try my hardest to annoy everyone that's in the group. And I started like, what if we all had side baking channels? And I just sent, just like Cletus did, I just sent my. Hold on. Did you guys know that Kyle Kuhl sharpens?
What? No, it doesn't.
He does. Yeah. No, Patina told me. She really vouched for him. So I just sent my Graziaso off to Kyle Kuhl.
I think he just gave him a free knife.
Yeah. You better watch out. He's going to rub his danger pickle on it.
By sharpens, he means lube it up.
Hello, son. Hello, son.
Yeah. If you have a Grazioso, you don't need skiffs. Look at that.
You definitely don't.
I have the video of it. Like the action out of the mine, it falls shut, hits my nail, and like bounces up, and then it's like this really weird, satisfying bounce off of my thumb. But so I'm
heavy. Got the banter.
I'm surprised seeing Snake Plissken is in the lead. I thought Jack Burton would actually take it. He's my. I mean, I have this steak shirt, but Jack Burton is I think, the best character of all time.
There we go.
He's
sent the picture.
Ooh,
look at that. Debbie, when he catches up, we'll get to your question.
Thank you, Piper. And Piper, if you didn't know, we do a little things. I've hung out with Piper a couple times in Duty and Dagger's lives. Duty does a nice job. Busts out the blowy ano and plays everybody a nice little tune. For those of you that might be new, we do things a little bit differently around here. And when we get a donation in, you get a number 74 on the menu. Let me make sure the volume's up. Here we go. Number 74 for you, Piper. There we go.
Yeah. I did one of those right before the live, man.
Nice. Nice.
My son did that.
I got to show you my new acquisition, which is so ridiculous, but I love it because it's so stupid.
I love stupid, though. You got it.
Oh, you did that.
The charging handle one.
Yes, sir.
Is that an AliExpress thing? Where did you get that?
No, they had them. I just was talking with Doom one day, and I sent the link to them, and it was like, oh, wait, they're in stock. So I paid way too much for it, but it's still for the novelty factor.
If it brings you joy,
cool.
then it's worth it.
Yeah. Dude, I went to my local gunsmith today because I was dropping off my AR, my 14.5 that I'm building. I wanted him to finish and pin and weld my brake. And I brought this with me and showed it to the guys there, and they were like, oh my god, charging handle.
I love that I could smell it. Rachel Ray's cleavage was my favorite cooking.
Oh yeah, so finish telling us about everybody having their own baking channel. Do you have any?
Oh well, I don't want to spill the beans too much, but we were just ultimately everything started like just add cake to your name.
Yeah.
But it was the first one I did was So Duty said, hey, I'm going to be doing... by the way, congratulations to Duty. Just hit 2,000 subs.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, I'm going to do an impromptu live if anyone wants to join me. And I naturally said, will there be pie? And Puerto Rican with a Knife chimed in. And it just made me giggle to myself thinking if he had a side channel, Puerto Rican with a pie. And it just started from there. My favorite one was I said, and I was just annoying everyone, but I said, maybe there could be a healthy channel called the Screaming Diet. And I thought it would be way better if it was the Creaming Pirate.
Creaming Pirate.
Creaming Pirate EDC was my favorite one.
Mine too. That was awesome.
Or, because I think it rhymes with Lefty, Spaghetti EDC would be a good one too.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Greg? Yeah, it's not Wyatt Earp. It's that's how far behind I am. Tombstone.
Ebby has a question when you get to it, though, so don't skip Ebby.
I will get to it.
Okay.
Dude, speaking of food channels, man, I never watch food anything, but there's this Middle Eastern girl on TikTok who I have, like, the biggest crush on and who does, like, cooking stuff. She's so hot. I gotta show you guys real quick.
You have no idea what she cooks.
Yeah, I don't care, man. Like
Ed Harrison, channel member for 2 months in the house. What up?
Oh, what? Let me see if I can get the... Yeah, it's gonna blow it out for the brightness, but there she is.
Nice.
The screen looks a little crusty.
What's up, Z-Man?
I mean, I had to chunk stuff off of it.
Can't forget about the doors. What up, Nemo?
Honey bear.
I'll get there.
How time flies.
Yes, the belly scene.
Ian, she definitely cooks
Forrest.
mine, man.
What's up, dude?
What up, Forrest?
For those of you who drink Monsters and other 16-ounce canned beverages, these Yeti things are pretty good. I just bought one.
Some
And,
dude.
It's keeping it cold.
Hell
Why
yeah.
don't you have a lid on it?
It doesn't come with a lid. It's like a...
Oh, it's one of the inserts ones.
Yeah, you unscrew it. But the whole Monster fits right in there. Keeps it
Dang.
cold.
Nice.
You know, I bought my Graziaso from Vu at Blade West.
Compost
Nice.
copper light.
Compost.
Brandon, I don't know if skiffs would fit in a Sabenza.
No.
Usually, if
definitely
it's a
not.
washer knife, it
No.
won't fit
It's-
skiffs.
Yeah.
And like
No.
Hinderer, you have to buy the special tri-way for
Yeah.
bearings to fit.
Semper
No,
Fi EDC.
Don't mess with the CRK. They're right the way they should be.
And yes, they're not meant to be fidgety. Those are like nice work knives.
Yeah. With hydraulic bearing action. Oh.
I handled one for like
Or bushing
a
action.
minute.
Sorry.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah, dude.
What's up? It is, Jared. I'm surprised I was able to part with it, but I had to move some things along to try to fund that my Grail. I knew that it was going to be a possibility, so I had to let some things that I knew would be a good mover go. So I got rid of my Jaeger, I got rid of my Maverick, I got rid of my Tanto or my Nimble T. I forget what else. I sold off like 4 knives to fund that.
I've only ever sold one knife, and Mr. Ed got it.
That's the only knife you've ever sold?
That's the only knife I've ever sold. And I'm glad Mr.
Okay,
Ed,
well-
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah.
I actually was going to tell you today that I was looking for... What's up, Kyle Kunal? I was going to look up Mohawk videos
Ugh.
to see what other people had to say about them. You
About
know,
Mohawks?
didn't the Rosecraft...
Oh,
Blade
that thing, yeah.
You didn't put the name Rosecraft Mohawk anywhere in your video, so it doesn't show up when you're searching for...
I didn't want to bring too much attention. I just wanted to share my opinions with like the people who actually watch it.
So
I wasn't looking to start
Little-
arguments.
scared to voice your opinion, are we?
I'm scared. I was vocal there.
Maddie, you're the one who always tells me to like put forth my controversial opinions.
Look where it has gotten you, mister.
Yeah, thank you.
You're
Exactly.
welcome.
So you should do the same.
There it
Maybe
is.
I will. But my biggest thing though, because I kind of like, I felt like I was sort of kind of attacking other review channels, which was not my thing. But I don't get why everyone's like, this is the greatest knife, and it's a piece of crap.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to like, I don't know.
Call a spade, man. You know?
I know.
Like,
But it's definitely a hype thing. Like
yeah.
they were giving it for free, and they want to look good or something. I'm assuming. So they said good things, and I think it sucks, and I don't want people to buy it.
Yeah, right. Why? But that's why people are going to come and watch what you have to say.
Or they're
You
gonna
know?
come argue with me.
Yeah, you're gonna get both. You
Yeah.
say something a little controversial, and it's gonna spark dialogue.
That's
Ask
true.
Sharif.
Dude, when I kind of crapped on Blade HQ,
Oh.
there were a few people who came at me who were like, "Oh, what? Did they turn you down for a sponsorship deal?" And I'm like, "I've never asked for a sponsorship deal in my life." You know,
Mimo, I wouldn't use it as a work knife. Just buy a Rat 1. It's cheaper and it's better. Rat 1s go on sale on like Knife Center for $20 all the time.
Exactly.
Just don't.
Rats are still one of the best beater knives you can buy.
They're
I love
making
how,
a
like,
35 version.
Really?
They made an
Ooh.
S35 G10 version.
Dang, that's a
And then
smart
you can
move.
get Way of Knife titanium scales for them too.
Yeah.
But I'm not bashing Rose Craft so far because I haven't handled the rest. But it's just the Mohawk.
Yeah.
But if that was their introduction to the knife community, I mean, no.
They may as well came and pooped on your front doorstep.
Exactly. It makes me not want to buy the rest. But you have
Right.
Swags who did like the Mylea. That thing's awesome. Why couldn't they go
Funny,
that
because
quality
they're
to
still
start
doing
with?
CGRB as the OEM. So like,
They should have started with that quality. Instead, they started way at the bottom, put a bad
Yeah.
taste in my mouth.
Was the Mohawk your first Rosecraft?
It was.
Because that was not their first introduction.
No, but it was my first introduction.
yeah.
And it makes me not want to test the rest. But I will. But the Mohawk, in my opinion, buy a Rat.
There you go.
So Edie, if anything, maybe it's because the banter has jimped liners. Maybe that's what's doing it to you. But I don't think that I wouldn't consider it stiff. And
Well,
actually, I find a liner lock to be one of my favorite things to fidget with. I think you just
Yeah.
got to find a new one to try. Try
Have to
a
play with the
try a
more
rat.
Mylea.
Try a rat. These ones are jimped, but it's a softer jimping, and so I think you just
Yeah.
got to find some other ones.
Well,
If you-
I have some perspective for EV as well. Like, it's a couple of things. Like, the lock pressure may be too strong, along with that jimping. I mean, there's always manufacturing variation, but also, like, a lot of us who fidget with knives a lot, we tend to develop, like, subtle calluses, too. So, like, if you're new to this, like,
Yeah.
Definitely.
you may not have developed that callus that, like, you know, just comes from fidgeting with stuff all day long. You
Toughen
know?
up that thumb.
Yeah.
Also, to hit on the Rosecraft, if you want a cool work knife, get this guy. Not many
Ooh.
people talk about it, but this is the Cold Steel Crawford.
Yeah.
Mm.
It's like the same price, but it has a safety if you're concerned. It's got their little lock safety. But this thing's way more comfortable, way better built. It's Cold
Who's
Steel.
the designer on that?
I don't know.
Does it say on the backside?
No, but I can Google it. But it's cool. It looks like a shark almost.
Yeah.
But
It
this
looks
is
like
a
this
cool
one designer.
work knife.
I can't remember who, but he does that style with the flipper and the thumb ram.
Let me find out.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, honey bear.
Basically, if you want a good work knife that's pretty cheap, Cold Steel. They
Yeah.
have many options. This
Very
is
true.
at the same price as the Mohawk, and this is better.
The
Buy.
only Cold Steel I ever had was. Didn't I give it to you for a giveaway a long time ago?
Me?
I gave you something. No, that was an SOG. That was a solid. Never mind.
This was
I've
designed
never-
by a guy named Wes Crawford.
I've never.
Oh. Not the guy I was thinking of.
Finwolf is an awesome one. I have one in
Finn
my...
Wolf is amazing.
Let me get that one.
But yeah, Ian, S&G Knives. And that's who did the original Grant Gripper custom. He's doing those reblades on bearing blades for CRK, and they look wicked.
Dude, Mimo, if you're looking at a fin wolf, pull the trigger, bro.
Yeah.
You will not find a better, Scandi ground folding blade for the price. You just won't. They're great.
And they come in other colors. I got blazing red because I thought it looked the coolest. Yeah, Ian, it is.
Nice.
Cold steel, though, is amazing. I love cold steel. And you know what? People say, like, old cold steel versus new cold steel. People are going to get mad. It's still the same right now.
Yeah.
Although, I will say, new GSM cold steel is starting to use more crappier steels. But the quality's still there. But their claim that the Atlas lock is better than the Triad lock that's a lie, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Todd, I agree. I got a honey badger. I don't know how long ago. I got was it the Warn Cleaver? I think they called it. And
okay.
I wanted to love that thing. And that was back when they were like at their cheapest cheap. Like bare minimum packaging and everything. And yeah, that FRN was absolute garbage. Absolutely.
Really?
Yeah. And then I got bamboozled out of it and never didn't bat an eye. But I don't know if y'all remember Red EDC. Oh no, did you guys ever see him pop up anymore at all?
No.
Red, we kind of chased him out after, he was a fraud.
Yeah.
But I had said we kind of encouraged him to start his channel. And it's like we created a monster.
We did.
Literally, like, created a monster. Pun intended. But I was like, he was talking about wanting to check out a honey badger. I was like, I'll send you my honey badger to check out so you can review it. That's how I said it, so you could check it out and review it. I didn't say, hey man, I'm going to give it to you. Well, I figured once he got it, saw what he would think about it, I intended on actually giving it to him. I hadn't said anything yet, but all of a sudden he's like, oh, look at this knife that Stevie gave me. He's like, oh man, like before I could even have a chance, he's like, thank you. And I'm like, I had to go back and rewatch it. Like, I didn't say I was giving it to you, dude. So,
what the heck?
Like, do you remember how much he cried when Ninja didn't send him any cookies?
Yes.
If you've been lucky enough, Ninja makes JN makes these orange pistachio chocolate chip.
They're so good.
They are, and like they're crunchy, and I typically don't like a crunchy cookie. Oh, they're so good. And I think Maddie got some. I think Snuzz got some. And dude, Brian was his name, right? Was it Brian?
It was Brian. I was thinking of trying to figure out his name the other day. Yeah.
He whined so hard about not getting cookies, man.
JN, let me know what I need to get in your good graces, my dear.
It was. I'll never forget when I had gotten COVID after getting back from Blade Show East. I lost my taste and I lost my smell.
Oh shit!
And Ninja had, literally the day that happened, Ninja sent me a second batch of those cookies, and I couldn't taste, I couldn't smell. I was so depressed. And then it only lasted for a couple days, and as soon as I could start, that was the first thing I went for.
Nice.
Cookies.
That's badass, dude. That's badass.
Can I share my screen real quick?
You're asking?
Yes.
This is your show too, dude.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Brandon, check this out. Scales for the 8015.
Dude, you gotta get some.
Yeah, this one looks amazing. So people complain.
Those, Original Goats doing those?
Yeah.
I haven't been on their site for. They're really branching out, I guess, huh?
Yeah.
They're all sold out right now. But,
what's up?
So Brandon, yeah, a lot of people complain because the texture on the 8015 is really rough, but it's designed so it doesn't fall out of your hand, but it shreds your pockets. So Yeah, Original Goat made those smooth ones. I need to get some.
Dude.
But, yeah. So there are some out there, Brandon.
What is this? I know. Was the Finwolf that orange one you just showed?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Scandi Grand.
That's what this is, right? That's a Scandi Grand?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's perfect for bushcrafting.
And everything, man.
It's sharp.
That's one of the things that I wish more people would not be afraid of because they don't understand it or have experience with it. Scandies are amazing for everything.
They are. I like them because there's no secondary bevel. It's just a flat grind all the way down.
Those things are only $35.
Yes.
Finwolf?
Yeah.
You gotta get one. This thing
Worth every penny, dude.
And another reason people don't like it, they're afraid to sharpen them. They're a little different. But once you get used to it, figure out that angle, it's easy.
Yeah,
but Scandi grinds are very short. A Scandi grind is what took off Eli's fingertip.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, that's right,
dude. So one of my designs is kind of like Ray Laconico inspired-ish. It's a very minimal design, but it's an American Tonto with both edges Scandi.
Ooh,
nice.
Yeah, dude. I want to make it so bad because nobody's ever done an American Tonto Scandi.
Stop talking about it. You need to be the first.
Missed it tonight.
Also, if you look up folding Scandi, you're really only gonna find this.
There's
There
that
might be a
one
couple,
and the tops makes one.
And it's a friction folder, the tops one, right?
I think it's. I don't know actually. Now that you asked me. No, it's not a Brothers of Bushcraft. It's a different one, but they're one of the only ones, but theirs is triple the price of the Finwolf.
That one's made in America, hand ground in shop. I mean, tops are well worth the money.
Yeah.
This is not a liner lock. The Finwolf uses the Triad lock, which is a lockback. This is the strongest lock on the market, hands down. No competition. Nothing will beat this lock. Now, as the knives get bigger, the lock will get stronger. But my Cold Steel Espada, they test it. It holds a whole engine.
Yeah.
Weight.
Yeah, the Finwolf is a great knife. They also make a fixed blade version, which I had that one. I gifted it to somebody, and I kind of regret it.
Pops is a liner lock. Okay, sorry, my bad.
I can't find my AV&T twang thing. I think it must be lost forever, but that's a pretty amazing mess up that they had.
Yeah.
Are you gonna keep it? Because look, I know brass is beefy as shit to have on that, but the AV&T is one of my favorite knives, and I have the.
You okay, Mike?
Yeah, Mike.
What?
Is there anything we could do to make it better for you? He said it had a rough day. You just gonna sleep it off, or have one of those? I just love Cold Steel. I don't talk about them enough. But also, hello, Josh. But they're cool.
Why can't I find half of my knives?
I don't know.
Oh, there it is. There's my card at Avant. But I love these knives.
I'll put my.
Why don't you have a wrench?
Away.
It seems weird that you don't have a wrench.
Oh, I gotta show you guys, dude. I just kind of discovered tonight. We started chatting.
I need to get an 8010. They're on sale right now for the lowest price on Amazon. $90 or something like that. BBR. Ooh, D just got a fin wolf. Yeah, see? I'm doing good.
All right, I gotta get caught up
Hey,
in
Fox.
my wrenches.
Wrench it to him, baby.
Steve, I can't believe you don't have a wrench. How rude of me.
Steve, I would just like to say that on my channel you have a wrench.
Ooh.
I need that kind of negativity around here. Booted him off his own show.
This is your show.
Here, Maddie, real quick.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
Yeah,
my
here,
screen
sorry,
real
Sharif.
quick.
There you go.
No worries. So just
9:40.
wanted to point this guy out. I met him tonight. He's a really cool dude. And if you're in the 2A space at all, he makes like these dope patches.
I think
And
I have. They used to
Thanks,
include
Homo.
his stuff in tack packs.
oh
I have
yeah,
some of his, I have some of his stuff actually.
dude. And guess what? He is a owner. It's down here somewhere.
Josh Worth,
I
David.
saw it earlier tonight.
What's with the toilet though?
There it is. He is an owner of a Momentum.
Ah.
So extra props to this dude.
Oh, nice.
You know. But yeah, I just wanted to like shout him out. Cool dude, and I definitely support the message, as you know, guys, for my own reasons.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Vu, I know of at least 5 or 6 people. What blows my mind is that Q-Ball and Maddie didn't get it. And me and Nuz did. And, yeah, and I mean, we were in confined spaces with Q-Ball and Maddie the entire time.
Yep.
So, but yeah, Brandon Sutton. But yeah, that's one of the worst sicknesses I ever got, man. It didn't stop me though. I just went outside. I was like, sweet, I don't have to work. I can isolate. It was still summertime. And I spent when I did the rambling from the woods with the bear episode, I had COVID then.
Dang.
That's my favorite.
Before I forget though, Sharif, I rudely
What's that?
forgot to thank you in person
Oh, dude.
for the
Hell yeah.
stickers are still in my truck. I'm gonna put one on my truck, but thank you for these, by the way, dude.
Yeah, of course.
These are
man.
dope. This one's going on the key ring.
Hell yeah. It was just such a random thing. I was like, I had my goddaughter like come and visit, and her mom is like super into Bigfoot, and she found this random like Bigfoot museum, and I was in there and I was like, oh my god, I gotta get something for Stevie from this place, you know?
Appreciate
So
it.
like, dude, I like cleared out their inventory of what they actually had available.
Really?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeff, what's up, dude? I truly do appreciate it, man.
Of course, man.
I'm gonna have to do. I kind of have, but I could do an entire video on all the Bigfoot awesome stuff that people have sent me over the
Hell yeah,
last
you
couple
should,
of years.
man.
Have a good night, Mimo.
Mimo, you out?
You said 2 a.m. Mimo out.
Mimo out. Mimo in. Mimo out.
What's up, Chicago? Yeah, that's Manganus Steel right there.
Hello? Hello?
Roll out the red carpet, if you will. Hey, Brian, are you opening up the panel to anybody, or
Dude,
Say what now?
are you opening up the panel to anybody, or us just leaving it?
Trouser check. What happened? Huh?
He's checking trousers.
I'm confused. Ian, I found a trouser snake.
Dude, that thing has like a rhythm to it. If
Yeah.
you like played it over and over, it'd be like.
He pointed out it sounds like the beginning of Money from Pink Floyd.
That's what I was just gonna say.
All I hear.
Yeah. That's why it became the song of my people.
Trouser,
Dude, I
trouser.
gotta say, I overpaid for it, but I'm
Happy year.
digging this Notorious EDC pouch.
Oh, you
man.
got one, huh?
I did. I found it on eBay for like $80. So not too much more than they're going for, but like,
What
dude.
a Brian F.
And I got my Hack the Planet Hackers patch put on there.
Blades in EDC.
What?
Congratulations on your giveaway. What was it 2K as well for you?
I think so.
Oh yeah.
I didn't participate in it, but congratulations. I haven't been doing too many giveaways lately.
Lots of good. Hold on. How does Javon not have a wrench?
Javon, I would just like to say that on my channel you have a wrench.
I'm not buying that Javon doesn't have a wrench.
Oh, trouser check as in after that wet fart, you better check the
No,
trouser.
Javon doesn't have a wrench, Stevie. I just saw him in the chat.
Well, he doesn't know.
Chicago 23 is without wrench. Blades in EDC.
Well, I think this might be the first time Blades in EDC has shown up when it's on my channel, maybe. But Chicago's got one. What are you talking about? Chicago's got one.
I don't see one.
Well, you need to refresh.
I don't want to.
Dude, Stevie, I've been meaning to ask you, where'd you get this background music from?
It's called Pixabay.
Pixabay, alright.
Yeah, so
TS221. That's
I
fine.
will put it in the chat here, and it's a copyright free download. Site.
yeah.
So it's only really like a minute long. It's a constant loop.
Yeah.
But I was looking for something kind of hip hoppy, kind of trap,
Good night, Jeffrey.
chill, and I went through thousands of them, and this is the one that stuck out.
Hey, Scott.
Dude.
So Terry and Z-Man both wanted to come on. Just a heads up.
Who?
Terry and Z-Man.
Oh, send him a link.
All right, well.
You got it, dude.
I'll just post it here.
Yeah, I really like it. I like this track too.
Dude, it's awesome. And like, the reason I asked is because like on my F1 channel, we've been doing lives using StreamYard, right?
Uh-huh.
And I've got one that I'm going to do this Sunday after the F1 race. And I've been looking at all of the music available through StreamYard, and I'm like,
Yo, it's garbage.
Yeah.
The stuff they have on StreamYard is like if you guys play any game that runs like ads and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like ad commercials.
It is. I can't stand it, you know? Like, the only one that's even remotely decent is Lo-Fi, and even that one's, like, lame, you know?
Right. Like, one of them is also, like, a Fred Meyer ad.
Yeah.
You'll hear it in, like, yeah. So, but yeah, this one that I put in the chat, there's thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of songs on here.
Hell yeah, dude.
Todd and
awesome.
Brandon, Cold Steel has a knife that can be made into a spear called the Bushman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
In fact,
Because Lynn Thomas is a nut job, man. I love that guy.
Crispy.
Right?
Here, this is what it looks like. So it can be a knife, and the handle's actually quite comfortable as is.
Yeah.
At $30. Sezzle it for $7.50. Oh, out of
All
stock.
right, it's about to get crowded up in here.
Yeah, I mean, you put that on the end of a stick or a pole, whatever.
You gotta,
What up, dudes?
then you gotta stick to a broomstick with bubble gum
Bubblegum.
or whatever you've got. I don't know.
Huh?
In a trade? Trade for what?
What's going on, guys?
What's up, guys?
What's the bubblegum? I
The
don't.
bubble gum for the spear knife that he was just showing.
Nice.
That's my newest toy this week.
That's
What is
the
that?
micro one,
Oh,
right?
I want one of those.
The MKM Micro, yeah.
Yeah, it's too small for me.
Yeah, so to give you guys an idea, here's a PM2.
Terry, come back.
Why?
If I can get in camera. Whoop, there we go. It's a little tiny
Yeah.
pocket thick blade.
In Javon's hands, though, it looks like a regular knife.
But check out those scales on that guy.
Oh, that topo is nice.
I got those this week too.
Is this DNA lasering?
Ian, you should get up here too. You
Yeah,
haven't
Ian.
been on one of our lives in a while.
I know. An open invite, Ian.
Yeah. Get your
Yeah.
sex you.
Z-Man, are those DNA lasering?
I think so.
Box are all.
Did you know he
They're
lived?
custom scales from Knives Plus. I've always liked Knives Plus because I always got good shit from them, but it's all like bronze looking.
Good
I
night,
think
Blade.
I think they might
That's
have
just
come
nothing
from
funny.
DNA lasering, and DNA lasering is like right down by you.
Okay.
Fiddleback.
They called him the Prospector Topo was the name they had for him.
Nice.
If you're that close, you can go fight him.
Later. Yeah, that's why we call it late night.
Oh shit! I'm throwing stuff. Whoop.
People are either
Oh,
going
yeah.
to bed
That
or
one was nice.
getting up for work. I always like it when we bump into a freak show as he's getting up to go to work.
Right.
Ian,
I
don't
pity
you
the
know
fool who's
that
gotta
my
work on a
sister
Saturday.
is actually me in a wig?
So here's my chunkiest fixed blade, and there's the little micro.
It's like a
It almost
swimming with a
it's
little
almost
whale
like you're
top.
That's so good.
This is from Off Grid. This thing's gigantic. I think it's the Alpha Wolf or something like that.
I like off-grid
It's
knives.
a monster.
Yeah, dude.
I can't wait for my J-Cal will be here tomorrow.
Oh, nice.
Doing a quick turnaround, getting it into my hands to check it out, and then promptly sending it off to Joe for one of his clip slips.
Oh, hell yeah.
This is a super comfortable knife.
I just traded one of those Caymans to O-tip for the Liang Ma double detent slip joint from
Oh.
CRKT.
Liang Ma has a double detent with CRKT. Huh. Interesting.
Huh.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it's long discontinued. I just did it for the lulls.
Also, speaking of giveaways earlier, speaking of the Beard of Doom, I wanted to share. I'll be showing it again tomorrow on Said Stevie Live. But Beard of Doom has a pretty cool 1,000 subscriber giveaway that he's got going on.
Nice
And if you are not subbed to BOD, you should be.
Yeah,
I'm going to put the link to this video in there, and you guys can see how you can participate and be entered to win. I think he's got 3 prize packs.
Yes, he does.
So,
Wow, Stevie, I didn't know you
Dude.
could get that high. I'm proud of you.
Also, speaking of the Bearded Doom, we are about to become the proud owners of every single one of those silly books that he's read on his channel.
Nice.
I'm gonna
That's
I'm
awesome.
gonna sprinkle them in the kids' books and hope they don't notice.
Steve, I've seen your clip slip, dude. One of the cool things about being, I guess, friends and business partners with Joseph is get a lot of sneak peeks, and it's pretty dope, dude. It's pretty dope.
I ask him for stuff, and he just gives me the middle finger. So,
Well,
So
I feel like what's that?
let me answer this guy real quick. Brandon, honestly, Striders are like really interesting to me. I always wonder if they work ergonomically or not. You know, they kind of look a little broken to me because they have like the triangular kind of handle and then the blade that kind of droops down. It's kind of like a broke dick kind of like looking thing.
did you see scotching things though?
I can
But-
sympathize.
Oh, sweet.
But dude, like, yeah, the nightmare grinds are dope, and like he does some like cool shit sometimes. So I'm like, I
Steve,
want to
he's
get my
holding
hands
up
on one.
right now.
I don't get the nightmare grind. I find it utterly unappealing. It's
I
too
think
much
it's
going
really-
on.
No, I love
I don't
it.
like it.
I love it.
I think it's just crazy for the sake of being crazy.
Yes.
I don't think
Got it.
it has a practical use. You know, like if you want something that just is like, yo, I put a hardcore fucking compound in here for shits and giggles, then like,
If y'all
Then it
don't
appeals
know,
to you.
y'all,
I mean, I not every knife is for every person though. That's the thing.
yeah. That's the thing. Like Striders typically aren't for me, but I may change my opinion if I get one in hand. That's not even a hardcore nightmare grind. Like,
No, that's not.
he does
That's
some
just a
nightmare
compound
grinds that are like, yeah, like 45-degree angles.
The one
Yeah,
shot
hard
thing,
45-degree angles, and you get like half an
Yeah.
inch of this one weird angle, and then
Yeah.
some other 97
That's
different
crazy.
angles.
yeah,
I've never
that's,
seen those before.
that's one of
Yeah,
those
To me,
things
that's a
that
normal one.
you're
Fucking-
absolutely right. Some things are for some people, and that is 110% not for this guy.
You
I
wind up
don't-
getting a blade grind that looks like a D20.
I don't need it.
Yeah.
I mean, what is the? I guess what's the intended purpose of the nightmare grind?
Honestly,
was gonna say,
like show off on some level.
Yeah, I think it's just
Right.
Is
flex.
that all it is? It's a hard thing to pull off.
Yeah, like that's more of a nightmare grind.
Oh, I
Hey,
just
can-
saw
can you-
somebody show one earlier that was worse than that.
Can you make that a
Yeah.
little bit smaller?
I kind of like the aesthetics of it, but I would never have a practical use for it. Like,
or like
Yeah,
that.
see that? It's like when you really need to slice half an inch of something, you got it.
I got it.
You guys are nuts.
Yeah.
Those things are sexy.
They're
Not
cool
that
looking, but where the hell would I use that? Like,
That's for me. That's kind of the
Nightmare
point. Is like you're not supposed to
I
use
didn't.
it. You know, like
Yeah, but I don't want to spend that much money on a knife that I'm not going to be able to use at all.
yeah.
exactly.
You could use it. The
I mean,
edge-
I'm sure you can figure it out, but I don't want
The
to
edge
waste the time.
closest to the pivot is for feather sticking and, you know, doing this kind of cutting. And the
I'm
edge
not going to feather stick with a
tip
folding
is
knife.
slicing. It's like two
Oh, there
knives
you go.
done.
There's a
I'm not-
ridiculous.
I'm
blade.
not
If
going
I'm
to do
feather
any
sticking,
feather
I'm using a
sticking or
thick blade.
batoning with a folding knife.
Well, I will.
I don't know. Like Strider is like a nutball to me, honestly. Like it's his stuff just looks weird, and so many people are obsessed with his stuff. Like I just want to get it in hand to know what it feels like, but visually, it's not for me. You know.
Sharif,
All right.
maybe it has some real Detroit.
Yeah,
uses.
swing thing.
Dude, my own knives have got plenty of Detroit usefulness, you know. Like,
That's a good question, Ian.
It just has to get in and get out and will give you time to run.
Exactly. Or I'll just use a karambit or something, you know. Like,
I mean, that does make more sense because that's what that's for. Yeah.
yeah. I'll either
But I
use
mean,
my
hey,
karambit or use my Elvia, my Pikal. You know.
None of you guys have like a crazy looking knife just because it's like crazy.
Well, sure,
Mm.
but
No, not
You
yet. I
mean-
still have to buy one of those shovels that you've got.
You mean
I
that
want
thing?
That.
That,
Yeah.
Big Boy did not do it.
I have
Let me
the
bust
thick
down.
V2, and I wish I had a satin blade so that I could get it ground to an actual sheep's foot.
mini
But I've got the
paragon.
black coated, so it's like you can't really fix it.
I mean, my crazy ones look more like that.
Yeah.
See, but I still don't like that. I don't like combine grounds at all. Combine sausage. Yeah, see, Matt, that's what I want.
Oh,
I want
there's a
one of those
shovel.
Stupid fucking $10 shovels.
This is Gary,
That.
and
I
can
don't
really
have any
click
crazy.
it. Sometimes, hang on. There we go.
Oh, I was talking to Duty's Daggers earlier about Ohio River Jacks, and apparently I can do something that's kind of weird with slip joints.
You can
Like
put it-
everybody
Yeah.
closes them with their everybody does this. The scary close.
I don't do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
No, I
well,
don't
I
either.
mean, people that do it, but apparently this is weird.
How's that weird?
And I
That
can
seems
do it with
more
my
normal
pointer
the
finger.
other
He
way.
said that was weird.
That's exactly how I close my slip.
With the
Yeah,
pointer?
me too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to say, Steven. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to keep my tender little pecker skinners out of the way.
Yeah,
I need that for
exactly.
something else.
Since Steven is here, let's see where I put it. Here we go.
Ooh.
Here we go.
God dang it!
That's for you, Steven.
I'll show you what I had
That's
this in
more
my
my
shopping
speed.
cart today. I was ready to check out. It was going to be an impulse buy. Got sidetracked, and then when I came back, it was sold out. But I almost bought the
Mm-hmm.
SOCOM Tanto.
Mm.
Ooh, the auto.
Dude,
Yeah, I got the alert or the email from NC Blade. Just I get their daily in stock stuff, and it said that they had it. I was like $336 and isn't a horrible price for it. And then I talked myself out of it, and then I talked myself into it, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna do it. Put it in my cart, and then work. Came back like I don't know a half hour later, and
It is.
sold out. So
dude, Stevie, that was me with the Microtech stitches.
yeah,
Because Jason, Puerto Rican with a knife, knows that I want one. So he sent me like a few links for him today. He was like, yo, they got them in stock. And I'm like,
nice.
terrible timing. Because my gunsmithing was like $330. So I was like, do I really want to spend like $600+ in one day? Like, no, I'm good.
What's up, Mark? Yay, knife and
Steven,
I mean-
I have something to say about that. Someone warned me that the Chavez will destroy your nail, and I was like, if I could
That
drop
was
the
me.
Evo with no problem, this thing is destroying my nail. Way worse than the Evo. I mean,
that's what cracked Lefty's nail, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
the Chavez
really?
is what
I
screwed
don't know
Lefty
what it
for
is, but
almost
this,
a year.
it's
But he,
it almost through my nail.
Dude,
the difference is when Lefty did it, he caught the back corner,
Right.
That's what's
and you're
happening.
catching more of the flat than he did.
Some of that corner right there is catching, but this thing is destroying my nail way more than the 3.0.
So
Oh.
what is the? I don't understand
dude, I don't
The
have
pleasure.
the
the pleasure that you guys get from letting the blade hit the nail.
Because
I don't like it.
Huge.
I like my fingers out of the way.
I let my Axon do it the other day I bit the bullet and let it do it, and I just didn't get it.
Man,
You know.
maybe my nails are thicker than you guys, but yeah, like Mine drops on my nail and doesn't hurt.
No, I gotta.
Like I get my fingers out of the way and then I let it drop. Like I don't.
Yeah.
I'd say
I like
though that the Evo is one of the scariest knives too. Like I've just gotten used to it, but I don't let it free fall anymore. Nah,
I mean,
man,
we can play a game right now, I guess.
But
I mean,
I guess I've got
with
enough
the
spicy apple
Chavez,
juice
though,
in me. We'll play a game.
you can get it to stop with the lock bar tension, and then just drop it too. You know.
You guys want to see if I hurt myself?
Serious.
Oh, never mind. There's a fucking there's a stinking thing in the way. I tried to be
You
tough.
guys want to know what my scariest knife is? It's this one, the Sandstorm.
oh yeah,
No, I got all of you guys topped for scary
Oh, that
ass
one.
knives.
whoa, one
I got-
over here.
I got all of you guys topped.
Oh, here we go.
Do not put the
Barbudo.
person in timeout. By
Nice.
the way,
Okay, that's your sister, right?
no,
Your wife?
yeah,
Okay.
Look at that, 4 inches.
we were
of
talking
no-
about Tombstone earlier. You totally missed it.
Same with this one, Sharif.
Watch us all dangle our knives now.
Let's do it together, Maddie.
Out of
Yeah,
all
there
the
we go.
things that we could be dangling here, that's the least of their concerns.
So the sandstorm that Doom has right now, yeah,
Yeah,
that one was crazy.
I don't have a
Which is
scary knife
also-
to drop on my thumb.
That was the craziest story to learn, that Doom now has that sandstorm
Yeah.
that started out as Brandon Thrasher's, and then was Sawtooth,
yeah.
then it was almost mine, and I checked it out. I had it for like a month, and then it went back to Sawtooth, and then it went back to Brandon, and then Brandon traded it to I forget.
And
No, hold on. What you guys just missed.
oh, it got me choking on my
The
soda.
terrible
Jesus.
look on my face. I went to flick open my PM2, and I flicked it completely out of my hand into my lap.
Oh.
You gotta hold on to your phone.
It's it's got those weird Flytanium Lotus scales on it. They're like rounded and awkward.
Also,
I
hello,
couldn't
Stacy.
find the regular flat.
That's what I
ones to
just
save
took
my
off
life.
of this one. Was the Flytanium. I got rid of them.
Yeah, no,
We're
this
gonna-
one's got those weird contoured Lotus scales.
Yeah.
Oh,
And I
damn.
just went to flick it off camera, and I just shot it right out of my hand into my lap. I'm
Man.
90% sure my wife might have been upset with me if I would have done what I thought I was going to.
Here's a question then to tie into Stacy. What knife, if he was here in modern times, would Wyatt Earp have carried? Go.
Ooh.
And Doc Holliday. Let's do both.
Well,
What
Holiday
knife
has to have the holiday. I mean, hello.
Is it got to be a folding knife?
No, it could be anything. A
Oh,
modern
that's a
knife.
good point.
Wyatt Earp would
That's a good
probably
point.
still just carry a Bowie knife.
Yeah.
Those were around back then, though, and he
Yeah.
didn't carry one.
That's just what he would carry. He
She's
would
probably gonna
revert. He
say-
would back. He would behind the back scout carry
Yeah.
a Bowie, a big one,
I'm surprised she didn't
I
just say
need a
butter
big
knife.
Bowie.
a butter. He would
Stacy,
send. He would send Kyle a butter knife. And
Tell
that
me
would
when
be
The
to
it.
Holiday would carry something more classy, though. I feel like.
Oh, holiday.
I want to pin this comment.
F knives. Silver Dolica. That's a good one.
Yeah, no, holiday's gonna carry something thin and fast.
Yeah.
And fancy though. He had a touch of class.
It's gonna have.
Yeah, he was a
Damascus.
classy dude
It's
and
gonna
a
have.
gambler.
It's gonna have stabilized wood handles over anything else because it looks fancy.
I don't know. I picture him as like a mother of pearl type guy.
Ooh.
I just heard her get mad at her typo. I just heard no.
No, because Wyatt Earp's just gonna want to get business done.
Boom,
And
boom, boom.
Stone.
Holiday's gonna want to be flashy.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know who you're.
Holiday. What would Holiday carry?
Piper.
Ooh,
Actually,
straight
Actually, I feel like Doc Holliday would carry a really expensive barber's razor, folding barber's razor.
Dude,
Oh,
does
yeah.
anybody in the community still use straight razors? Because
Like a
I
straight up
used
friction
to
folder.
for like a long time.
When I shaved, that's how I would do it.
Yeah,
I don't like to shave.
I
My
really
beard
wanted
is
to find
actually
one.
my beard is actually only slightly better than Maddie's, and I still don't do anything with it.
Yeah.
I put Steve's oil in it, and that's the end of it.
Mine's
Yeah.
24 karat gold plated. It's a Dovo
yeah,
Colombian.
Yeah, those Dovos are sick,
When I didn't have a beard, I taught myself how to shave with this on YouTube.
dude. They're the
So,
best.
Did you
man.
cut yourself bad?
I've never cut myself. You only cut
Who was
yourself
I watching?
to go this way, but
I was watching somebody who reviewed some super weird, fancy, spacey straight razor, and they were asking why it can fold back so far. They didn't get it, and I'm like, it's so you can shave yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, Maddie, like, you know the only one that ever caught me? You know the ones that you can get the double-edged razors and break in half and use
Yeah.
as trainers? Those cut me. Once I switched over to a proper straight razor, never cut me, ever.
Yep. never.
Yeah.
Only
No,
if
as long
you
as
go
you're.
this way with it, but just
Yeah.
this way, you won't.
Yeah,
But I mean, that feels like common sense.
right? You'd
Right.
be surprised.
But if I could do it, anybody.
Common sense ain't so common these days.
I was bummed when I didn't get my my grandfather, the family business. They were all barbers, and he wasn't. He broke tradition. But my grandfather had a leather strap hanging on the wall, his original straight razor that was from the 40s probably, and then his horsehair bristle brush and
yeah, dude.
lather. And I got several over my life
Ooh, those scales are sick.
Dude.
shaves from him, but I was bummed when I didn't get that.
Damn.
That looks better than the pictures I took.
What do you guys think? Like, one of these days, I've been wanting to design one of those, maybe with like titanium handles and I don't know,
Straight
maybe.
razor?
Yeah,
Dude, I've been looking for like a pocket knife straight razor forever.
So you can
Tops
shave
made
on the
one
fly.
Also,
Tops does, but when I was
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
like hardcore before, I didn't have Tops and money.
yeah, fair
Maddie,
enough.
we've seen your beard. You can just put milk on it and let the cat clean it up.
Also, here's how much she doesn't pay attention to me. I've sent you this before, telling you this is my Grail knife because this is Jack Burton's knife. This is, if you can ever find it. If anyone ever comes across one of these,
I fucking immediately
if
recognize
anyone,
that from Big Trouble in Little China.
yeah, that's what it is. It's the tattoo. If anyone were to ever come across this and like don't even, you're like, man, I wonder if Stevie would want me to get this, and he'd pay me back for it. Don't even second guess yourself. The answer is yes.
See,
Just get it. And the check is in the mail as Jack.
I don't want to buy a $350 version of it just to throw it and see if it actually works.
Well, I want you to buy it. If you probably pay.
Beasting. What the fuck?
Mulder would definitely carry a. I think he would definitely carry an OTF. Mulder would carry a Microtech.
Drop
No,
that. tattoo
Mulder
and
would carry
throw
like
it
the
up in
worst
that for me.
Swiss Army knife.
Is the TAC 2 the same as the Mark 2?
No,
Okay.
no.
Come on.
But dude,
There's also many knockoffs out there of the TAC 2. which you really, and I wouldn't expect everyone to do this, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So jump on Wish, you'll find one.
1, 2, 3, 4.
I don't know why my phone keeps doing that. No,
Yeah.
Jack Burton would definitely be carrying like the truck stop version of that knife. 100%.
Have everything in reach.
I mean, that's the tattoo was his boot knife in Big Trouble.
Was that actually a tattoo, or was?
Yes, it was actually
Well,
that. It's literally a tattoo.
To be fair, how much do we think a tattoo cost in the late 80s?
In 1986, it was like a $85 knife.
See, well, that's not so bad. So that was a year before the movie was made. So yeah, he probably would have had that. But now, Jesus.
I wouldn't go crazy. So that's the thing. I needed to clarify. I wouldn't pay like $500 for it. I mean, in pristine, like flawless condition, maybe I could convince myself to do that.
Yeah, but is the joke
But-
worth that much?
It's not a joke, dude. Why is it?
You
a
don't
joke?
want that knife just because of the comedy of the movie and the
I want it because Jack Burton is the greatest movie character of all time, and I'm that obsessed. I'm that obsessed with the movie that
What
my
about
favorite.
Dutch? What about Dutch?
Fuck
Dutch
that,
versus Jack Burton.
dude. Jack Burton. Did you not hear me say that I literally think that he's the greatest character of all time?
No, it's
Oh. And he
it's
carries
one
the
of my
knife. How? Not a lot of, It just so happens that my favorite character also carries a knife, and it's an involved knife, an EDC knife. And,
What if you could find a abused version of it and have the project of fixing it up though? So then you get more.
I'm not opposed to that either, but
I think that would give you more enjoyment overall.
no, having to put effort into it would not give me as much.
Oh,
enjoyment.
see, I would enjoy the project personally. God
No,
dang it.
dude, your phone sucks.
I don't know why it's doing this
Dude.
tonight.
I do.
Calling you?
It sucks.
It's probably because I talked to Matt recently.
Stevie, you're right, man. Those things are hard to find. I can find you
No, I
attack
know.
1, but
Oh,
not
yeah,
attack
yeah.
2.
You can find lots of Mark IIs.
Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
markers. Yeah, Gary, the dude that I've watched that video a couple of times. The guy the quest for his Jack Burton knife. And I've been outbid on it twice. It popped up on eBay a couple times.
Oh,
I got outbid. It sold for like, I don't know, like 2 something, and I got outbid by $20 on
dude,
it.
that's why you gotta drop
That
those
is the
big
worst.
dick bids at like $500 or something. you know?
Dude, I've done that type of stuff before, and then I think people just get pissed off and just
Yeah.
fucking pump it
They
up.
run it up for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done that. I've been outbid and then just jacked it up a little bit because I was mad.
Yeah,
That's
I mean, I'll admit I've done
such a
that too.
cookie thing to do, man.
Yeah, I know, but I'm kind of a shiesty person.
Yeah, if you guys haven't watched this guy, he did a lot of the homework looking for the knife. But I was glad that when I finally came across that video, I had been bidding on Attack 2 a couple times, and was only assuming that was Jack Burton's knife. And he did way more research than I did. But this is a good video.
I mean, because what do you? I mean, if you got just a crap version of it, what would you have to do? Just polish it and have it bead blasted, and then it's pretty much back to.
Maybe, yeah. It's also more about having the right, the sheath that it comes with, and just
Yeah.
making sure that it's.
Oh wow, you're into it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I'm gonna, I don't want some knockoff. I want the real
Well,
thing.
I guess I can't say much because if I was ever gonna buy a novelty sword, it would be the Conan's father sword, and I'm very particular about what that looks like, so I've never bought one because nobody's got it right.
Yeah, man, we all got our like shit that were
Deuces.
that
I was
we're
just trying to
particular about.
find them the cheapest way possible, I guess. I don't know. I get it though. I do get it.
Yeah.
We all have that one knife we want. I bought the Cold Steel Spot XL because I saw it in
Breaking Bad.
yes. As soon as I saw Tuco with it, I was like, "What's that?" And then I bought it immediately. I had to have it.
Yeah. You know the problem with mine is like $10,000. So
Yeah.
I'm never gonna own it.
Tight.
Was that the? Oh god, the Hispanic gentleman who lived in the desert with his grandfather who couldn't talk. They had that.
Yes.
I must have missed the part because my wife just literally rewatched that whole series and I didn't see that knife. But I was also dicking around with you guys while she was watching it.
Some Star Wars action here.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And I love
Hey
it so much.
man, you can get
I bought the G10.
talking about grail
Like,
knives
scary.
and weird movies. You can get working lightsabers now.
Yeah,
They've
made
come a
a
long
reason.
way.
right?
Now, granted, you have to have like a 60-pound backpack to make it work.
Is ENG
Yeah,
still
man.
here?
But how dope is that?
If-
Like,
I would
That's
say
a
if
good one.
anyone that I know would get a working lightsaber, it would be ENG.
Oh, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
but what Sharif just said, how dope is that? The fact that somebody, and it's not even like a famous person, it's a random YouTuber, has
Yeah.
pushed that technology to that point where he figured it out and he made a plasma-based lightsaber that works. That's
Right.
incredible.
He's the same guy that has built like Thor's hammer and
yeah.
the Iron Man stuff. And
Yep.
If I had
Yeah.
to, if I,
subscribe to him.
if I had to pick something along those lines that I would definitely want and would buy, it would be Gimli's axe from Lord of the Rings.
Oh, that would be
Dang, yeah.
Yeah.
Winchester.
Winchester.
See, and the funny part is I believe that there are recreational artists that do make actionable versions of those that are usable and not
Yeah, I
just
want it to be. I want it to be usable. Yeah, exactly.
I want to be used.
because I know I had a roommate that bought a Claymore for a couple $100 that the makers were doing pull-ups on with cut-proof gloves. And I know he walked by it one day and it was propped up next to his door and he nicked it with his toe and cut almost his whole toe off. So that was a real
That's nuts.
Braveheart recreation.
By
Yeah.
the way, Maddie, I saw your 6-month-old unboxing of that today.
Well, we were talking about this knife yesterday, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, I never released that video."
I watched it and then I was like, why don't I have a Stevie Hank?
Matt, we're the polar opposites. You've got videos that are years old just waiting to be released, and I just randomly sprinkle these shorts into the world, and I haven't had the brass to record a full video yet.
Do it.
But I show up on
Do
here.
You know, Alive, I think is easier now. Like I still struggle with them, but you can bounce off of people. All right, well, see you
Well,
later.
to be fair, usually I have my crutch with me.
But like,
you guys can still hear me when the camera goes out, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but when you're just recording a video, it's just you, and then half the
Yeah.
time you're done, you're like, "Oh, I forgot to save, these 15
Yeah.
things."
I think it's the awkward part of you're just talking to yourself with a recording. You know that you're just going to talk to yourself.
No, but that's what the thing is. You have to convince yourself you're having a dialogue, and like if you trick your brain, then that's like what you do, right?
I'll just
Brain
pretend I'm
people
talking to you, Sharif.
Yeah, exactly. Just be like, "Hey, Axel, what's up, man? Let me tell you about this cool shit." You know, and like,
Oh, I can pretend like I'm from New Zealand. I used to watch this vape reviewer when I was super heavy into it from New Zealand, and the very first thing he said in every video was, "Good night, dickheads."
Exactly.
But I mean,
exactly.
that's how they talk over there.
Oh man.
You know how I know Sharif's from Michigan? He's drinking from a mason jar.
Yeah.
I thought just meant that you were brought up a certain way. That's what we have.
I know, but that's a super Michigan thing to do. Michigan and South.
Yep.
My grandma still has mason jars at her house, and I'm in Washington, so.
Dude, there's just something about drinking out of a mason jar. It's so much better.
Yeah.
How about this, Sharif? I have a jar in my fridge full of bacon drippings.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. So do I.
Yeah.
I don't even cook with them. I'm just saving them for my stepmom. When I get it half full, I'm going to give it to her like some blessed gift.
Right?
Grant, you do have 10-year videos.
We found a store in Pinconning, Michigan, and you could buy 2-gallon tubs of bacon grease already ready to go.
Days was
Oh, that's amazing. Oh my god.
And they had flavors of Pringles I'd never even seen before. Like they had 7,000 cans of Thanksgiving turkey flavored Pringles.
Oh, damn.
Speaking of Pringles, real quick, Todd,
That's
before
crazy.
you go, because he usually goes to him, I think. What's your second supper?
ooh.
Gotta know.
Yeah.
But man, rip Tom Sizemore.
Yeah. He was
Yeah.
good.
Oh, he passed away?
Ryan.
That's news to me.
He was.
Yeah.
He's got one of the the end scene where he's just plinking away at the I love Tom Sizemore.
Oh,
He's in my favorite movie of all time, True Romance.
yeah.
So
Dude,
That's sad
yeah.
because I can guess the way he went.
but Strange Days, man, that was a
Hi,
good
Brandon.
That's one of my favorite movies of all time, actually.
that's a good one.
Dude, when I was in school, I did a
Brandon.
concept car based on the movie Strange Days.
Really?
Like, yeah, the main character, you remember, he was like the peddler of like the experiences, right? So I designed a car where he could essentially like pedal on the side of the road with it, and it would have like this whole floating like support system for the people where they could put the squid on their head and like immerse themselves and stuff. So he could be basically like an on the street drug dealer, you
Nice.
know? And like, yeah, my professors loved it. They were like, "Oh my god, this is like some crazy ass shit." I'm like, "Yeah, it's a concept car. You can do whatever the fuck you want." You know?
He was definitely a celebrity who I saw his trials and tribulations and hoped that he could win because
Yeah.
he was a good actor.
He was a great actor.
Hmm.
I don't think he ever got like the total accolades he really deserved.
No.
You know?
He
Like-
was. Yeah, no, he was one of the ones that were really good that they overlooked because he wasn't so pristine in the public eye.
But that's bullshit because nobody is pristine in Hollywood.
Well, that's how it works, brother. It's those
Yeah.
award shows are all just a popularity contest.
It's true.
Look at Brendan Fraser, for example. All the great stuff that he's done in his career.
You're bummed.
And
about
he
that,
just
Gary?
recently, within the last couple of years, finally got an award. And he was so shocked that he finally got an award, he didn't even know what to say.
Yeah.
Chris, we're still here. Hey,
Fair
buddy.
enough, man. You know that Sizemore was from Detroit, right?
You know, now that you mentioned it, I do remember him saying that in one of his little documentary series where he was doing his documentary on his struggles with his
Yeah,
addiction.
dude.
Okay, hold the
He was a
phone.
Detroit boy, man.
Who was his celebrity spouse lady that was not great?
Oh,
I don't pay attention to Hollywood bullshit.
I
don't know.
try not to. I try not to, but my wife does. My wife loves that crap.
Maeve Quinlan, I think is who you're thinking of.
I'm not sure. No, yeah, it's I have to watch it, or at least hear.
I
lot
didn't
of-
see the comma at first, and I thought you said banana naan bread, and I was like, with hummus? At first I was like, banana naan bread a little different than it was.
Wait.
Bro, but
Banana
let's still like talk about
Motherfucker.
how freaking weird that combo is, man. Like
Yeah,
the
because usually when you
banana,
think of
naan
naan,
bread.
it's like maybe garlic and herbs or something like that, but not banana. That's interesting.
It's not banana naan bread. There's a comma there.
Yeah,
Oh,
but still, banana, naan bread with hummus, which is like a weird combo. Dill pickle chips,
well,
yogurt.
what kind of hummus?
You saying naan bread and hummus is weird? That's delicious.
No,
I'm
it's
saying
the
the
banana that's
combination of
freaking us
all
out.
of those things
Oh,
is like, if you said banana and dill pickle chips, I still would have said that's weird.
Because I'm imagining this to be like the worst Euro ever. Like,
See,
because I
you
want to
know
know.
how I know you're from Michigan is because you actually said that correctly instead of
Gyro.
saying gyro.
Because there's a lot of Middle Eastern restaurants in Michigan.
Damn straight.
But like, what I want to know is what kind of hummus, what kind of yogurt. I said yogurt like that on purpose. Because like, I mean, is it like red pepper hummus and strawberry yogurt? Like, because then it makes it weird.
Dude, it's already crazy.
I know, I'm just trying to think of combinations to make it worse. Yes, Reservoir Dogs was amazing.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was Michael Madsen, though. I think a lot of people get Michael Madsen and Tom Sizemore confused.
Oh, what was his name? Tim something or other. Not Tim
Roth?
Curry. Tim something or other. Tim,
Roth?
the guy who played the cop.
Roth?
Yes, Timothy Roth. Thank you. Thank you for repeating it 37 times for me to finally catch it, Steve. Sorry. Yes, and then he went on to play. And then he went on to play the Abomination later in life in Hulk. What a span! And then his character in Pulp Fiction. What a career.
Tim Roth is great. He's also really good in Hateful Eight.
Speaking of actors, Crispin Glover. He was the
Marty
dad
McFly.
in Back
Marty
to the
McFly.
Future. Blah blah blah. All those roles where he's all awkward and weird.
Just because he's on fucking LSD.
No, that's how he is in real life. That's his actual personality. He's like a regular fixture around Grand Rapids, Michigan. And everybody said that all of his weird, awkward movie roles, that's really how he is.
Because he's always on LSD. He's
I mean, that is true.
he's a total
That may be
psychedelic
true.
adventurer.
I don't know anything about cocaine.
Me neither.
They're the same, right? It's the same thing.
It's closer to caffeine.
I was just being a dink.
Oh.
pink. People
It's
use
like
that
when
word.
somebody says something about basketball and you say how cool it was when they hit the puck with the stick.
I'm gonna go refill my drink. And
He's got to pee.
I have to go poo.
No, I said pee. I said
No,
pee.
I know,
I'm
but
a
I'm
gentleman and
gonna
a
come back
scholar.
I'm gonna come
Stevie's
back
taking
to-
a wicked toozy.
Yeah, I'm gonna
You guys
come
are
back-
going to say he's going to poop. I'm insinuating that he's drinking his own pee.
Taking the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Drowning a ghoul. That's what me and my nerd friends used to say.
Maddie, just for you.
Everybody be quiet for a second.
I was really expecting a real fart.
Oh man, SBD.
Ah,
No,
that's
the Last
weird.
Ranger, I have actually a really recent Android phone, but for some reason tonight it's just acting up.
oh, When do we get to hold it?
Well, I was gonna make it a surprise, but when I get my stickers,
Surprise then.
Was Maddie just asking about foreskin?
Always.
Yes.
Serious though, I am serious though. You can put me at the end of the line so you can get it to the bigger channels first.
Well, no, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm ordering a V2 prototype, I think, and then that's gonna be the one that I send around.
Okay.
No.
Yeah.
What you got to do, Sharif, you got to send me something to do for my first review, and then I'm totally going to slicey dicey you.
Oh man!
That's
R.I.P.
not true.
Spicy Dicey in
That's
the
not
chat.
No, I kind of actually, there's a part of me that felt bad for that joke because I really, he was one of the first 3 people that got me into the knife community, and I just shit on him.
Deserves it. When does V2 come out though?
Well, so this is one of the things, like the changes that I'm making.
Yeah.
I sent over to Roman because I just don't have time to do them right now. He should have them done today or tomorrow at the latest, and then I'll order them from Kaiser. So stuff like you've already seen, like the bigger hole, and you know,
I like that
all
idea.
Yeah. Always need a bigger hole.
Yeah, I was over at Matt's earlier. He definitely saw the bigger hole.
I actually wasn't being perverted for once.
No, that was me. I win.
But
Hey,
yeah,
Sharif.
making the fuller hole better. Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
I can't
I'm
wait.
gonna guess that you're not overly huge of a fan of Warnies and sheep's feet,
Not of sheep's feet.
because I know you've
Warnies-
only, as far as I've seen, you've only done the one sheep's foot design that they won't make yet.
Yeah. Warnies, if they have a stabby tip, I like.
Well,
Right.
yes, that's an actual Warncliffe. That's one of the most common things I've seen with people reviewing knives and stuff, is they'll call an actual sheep's foot a Warncliffe.
Drives me nuts. Because you gotta have the stabby tip to be a Warncliffe.
It's
That's
very
the point.
the Warncliffe is very gradual and very pointy, and a lot of people or drop points that are not quite sheep's foot yet.
Hey,
See, that's a
come
Warncliffe.
Exactly.
I want
Warncliffe.
something from you.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's a Warncliffe.
I like Warncliffes.
I want something from you that screams like the high speed design of a Veloce,
Yeah. with
but
a
it's
Warnie.
got a sheep's foot. But I've also got a boner for sheep's feet.
That's more of a
Yeah,
sheep's foot.
That's a sheep's foot.
I can't do sheep's foot
because
because
a lot of your designs are too pointy to actually sheep's foot.
Let the man
and
explain his side, sir.
yeah, that's
You'll
the thing.
you'll
For
wind
me,
up with if you try to do a sheep's foot on a lot of your designs, you'll wind up with a forest.
Sharif, you just do what you
Yeah.
want. You have your
That's the
designs
thing.
in here. He's got like
for me,
10 designs already planned out.
Oh, I know he does.
that's the thing. Like
Yeah.
for me, I
Yeah,
like
that's
the
a-
idea of a sheep's foot. I use my knives for piercing way too much. to
Yeah,
not
see,
have a
'cause
pointy tip. I need it.
then you've
know?
got knife collectors like me who just cut labels and open packages.
Kind of like
Yeah,
But I
How do
want
you
something with
open-
your name on it.
How do you
Pinion,
open a
too, is kind of a
package
weird-
without, without a
Pinions.
pointy tip?
The sheep's foot has a
Like-
pointy tip.
No, it doesn't. You sit there slicing open something over and over. Like, let's say you had like a burlap sack, right? Or let's
Yeah.
say like a bag of dog food. How the hell do you pierce into it? You got to just like keep
With that tip
slicing
right
it
there.
over.
I drag
Right.
it across it and push into it, and it cuts it.
Nah.
Exactly. I've never had a problem with my sheep's foot doing it. That's why I love my penguins.
Okay, Sharif.
Way easier.
What you
just
want-
fucking stab through it and slice.
Yeah, see, that's what you want. Is you want the puncture and slice.
I do.
Whereas those of us who actually use sheep's foot, we just drag it along and push in as we're going. I think is what it is. If I'm assuming everybody's usage of a knife.
Terry, you're pretty smart.
What?
You design a knife. I want to see what you got.
Recurve life.
You have cool designs, I bet. I want to see what you can come up with, Terry. I bet you'd have something cool.
I don't know. I tried to draw something out one time, and it wound up looking like a bastard version of F5.5 and a Pair 2.
That actually sounds interesting.
It had like the handle ergos of a Pair 2, but F5.5 ish blade with a better finger choil is what I come up. But that was just me doodling when I was a bit too deep in the spicy apple juice.
By the way, cheers, pretty fly.
And I don't get too involved in designing a knife because I know I'll never be able to afford to make it.
You don't need to necessarily afford to. You can always license a design.
I am too.
And then it doesn't cost you anything.
You wake up, you poop immediately.
I mean, Sharif, you're talking to a guy who's all disheartened because he can't even get anybody to pay him to fucking shipwreck a copper scale.
Well, you know.
I think everybody likes to look at shipwreck copper, but nobody wants to pay for it.
Dude, I actually want to shipwreck some copper.
That's true, man.
Steve, are you still here? Claire, he just shipwrecked his his PM2 looked pretty dope. Before I forget, I was going to ask you, Terry. You said you did a blade swap on the Ohio Riverjacks?
Yeah.
How come you didn't just do a scale swap?
Because I had a titanium scale and a micarta scale.
Okay.
I had a micarta Warncliffe and a titanium drop point, and out of curiosity, I just busted them apart to see if I could switch blades.
Yeah.
It's not easy, but you can do it.
No, that's why I ended up just going, I can just do a, if you have the micarta one.
Yeah, if you have micarta, you can just scale swap all day. The thing that I missed, now that I'm feeling them, you also have to switch back springs.
Yes.
Because now I have gaps. It's not completely flush, but I did it. And that spring, if you've never taken one all the way apart, that spring is stout. It's almost a quarter of an inch thick, the spring itself, and it's the full backspacer. I had to use my fulcrum against the stop pin to bend the lock bar or the spring back far enough to just drop the blade in.
Okay, I kind of like that. What is that?
That's Sharif.
That's one of my concepts.
That's sick.
If everything goes well, that may come out later this year.
Well, keep me updated. I'll be in on that.
I'm not an overly huge fan of the swayback, but the rest of it, it's mean. I like it.
So this is the idea of it is to be like a swaybacky kind of design, but also be like a reverse edge Pakal kind of tool, so it plays double duty.
I think Stevie might be thinking the same thing I am looking at it, because we both handled the Kvist, and that was weird. Neither one of us liked it because of the way it felt.
But if it's a long enough handle, it's okay. Yeah. So and you also, the way you put, obviously it's not a choil, but kind of that choil-ish in the handle itself.
Yeah.
That little, obviously, no. You can't see my cursor. But between the bolster and the scale there.
Yeah.
That seems like that would make the slightest bit of difference in a swayback. But
also with this style of knife, and it's partly why I put this flat section here, is because they're best when they're pinch gripped. So like you
Oh, yeah,
pinch
yeah.
grip, and then
Yeah.
the backside of the sway back, like here, curves around your palm.
Right.
So that's why this part is like intentionally there. But then this is also here if you want to
that
like
was
grip it normally. You know.
that was my issue with the Kvist. Is the only possible way that I could hold it in my hand for it to be remotely comfortable was a high pinch grip, so that their swell was behind the meat of my palm. But like I don't have excessively huge hands, but I have the back of my hand is very meaty and muscly.
Yeah.
You can actually
I feel you.
there.
Yeah, I've got that chunk of mass like right in here, so I'm sympathetic.
I've
But
also
yeah,
got this
everything
You
that
can't
goes
really
well,
see it.
this guy will come out later on this year.
I think it's awesome.
Do you see that?
This is very basic and it's very comfortable. I think
Yeah,
it'll work great.
that's the only right now. That's the only sway back that I've really ever liked.
Yeah.
Back.
Well, that's a long that's a long handled swayback though. That's bigger than the Kvist.
Yeah, the Kvist sucks. I don't know why you're comparing Sharif's knife to that piece of crap. Sharif's knife should be compared with this one.
That's what Stevie and I have experience with. Don't be a Terry Ferguson.
But then there are people that I have very similar knife tastes with that absolutely love the Peyton. I mean, it's one of Jake's favorite knives. Like, Jake's got like 2 of them, 3 of them.
Ooh. This is one that I want to bring out like
that's the
next
one
year-ish. Yeah, this has got a full like taper tip, so it's like a paramilitary 2, like the full length taper, you know. But it's got a nice beefy handle.
Since we're talking about your designs,
Yeah.
since we're in love, please don't forget about the lefties.
What's that, Tom?
I try not to. I try to accommodate them as much as I can.
Lefties make up like 0.2%.
I know, we're not a big majority. The problem, the issue I run into is because when I have to carry a righty only knife, I wear weird tactical pants with the extra pocket, the extra back pocket in front of the back pocket.
That's what I wear.
But I also keep my keys in that pocket, so I have to worry about whether my keys are going to rub on my knife.
See,
So if it's a nicer knife, I don't want to carry it.
You got to go to the belt loop clip.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I do, honestly.
Yeah, but with my job, I have to make sure my keys are actually completely taken care of.
Well,
And a belt loop doesn't always cover it.
Get a new job, problem solved.
What if instead of filling your pocket with cheese,
I wish.
you fill your pocket with cheese?
I could fill my pocket with cheese, but then I would
Manny,
just
I
eat
like
the
the way
cheese
you-
because I'm a fat man trying to lose weight.
I like the way you think so. You're always looking to be a problem solver.
Who doesn't want a
Okay.
slice of pocket cheese, though? Your head's in the right place, brother.
It don't matter where the cheese comes from. Pocket cheese, refrigerated cheese, whatever. Cheese is cheese.
You don't want to eat prison pocket cheese, I guarantee you that.
Winchester, amen. I do agree with that. And that's why, and look, I get it. Like, I think
There's a way around that.
We talked about this a little bit too, Sharif. Like when, so yeah, I don't like extra holes in knives, and I would love to see like if people do the filler plate. Like I talked to Dylan about this, and I don't think it was going to be able to. It's not being done, although he did add the filler tab to the V2. But doing a filler tab on the reverse side, where the screw actually comes in from the back side instead of the front side. If someone did that, I think that's awesome.
I get it. You don't want the flaws on the show side of your blade. But at the same time, when you develop an entirely righty knife, you are kind of pushing out in a small group of people, I guess. Yes, so
Yeah, fuck
it's
'em.
easy to say F the lefties, but we exist.
You're small and loud.
You only say that I'm small because you're taller than me.
You heard it here, folks. On SaidFaction, all you lefties can go F yourself.
I'm a big lefty though. I'll fight for him.
So have you tried not being a lefty?
Yeah.
Well,
Why
yes,
don't you-
I'm actually ambidextrous, to be honest with you, but I prefer to
then
carry
there you
in my dominant hand. Hey, here you go, Matt.
I've talked to him.
How about this? Can you write cursive backwards, you butthole? Because I can.
Can you send a telegram?
What do I need? How do I need to
No, I
write
can't.
cursive, let alone write it backwards?
I taught myself how to write cursive during the pandemic because I wanted to feel like an adult, and I had a $100 pen in my pocket.
Like, did you not take the 3rd grade?
Yes, but I also hadn't wrote cursive in over 20 years, so I needed to freshen myself up. The benefit of that is you can look up cursive online when you forgot how to write cursive and pick the cursive you...
Gary. It's such a Gary thing to say. I don't
Gary,
even know if it's true or not. I don't even know if it's true or not.
How big is Gary? Can I take him to dinner?
He's invented diet birth. I read it in the Bible. I think that was in the Bible, Gary.
No, don't.
Jeez.
I'm going to bite my tongue. I'm going to be polite, and I'm going to bite my tongue about the Bible.
Sharif, I see this. Here you go.
Toby,
Yeah.
what's up?
This is that
Oh, yes.
Scandi ground Tonto I was talking
That's
about.
sick. I like it.
I want it. I need it.
Yeah, that's another one I may. So I have like 4 or 5 knives I want to bring out this year, or like over the course of the next year. This is one of them.
Okay, so Sharif's just gonna take all my money this year.
Yep.
I need
Dude.
to learn how to sharpen a Tonto so I don't dislike Tontos. That's my problem with Tontos.
They're super easy, dude.
Yeah, you treat them as
Super
two
easy.
separate blades.
Yeah, you just straight and then
Two
you
separate
transition to
planes,
the
yeah.
other edge. Yeah, that's it.
Every
But this
time I've
one
tried
could
though,
be
I
a little
fucked it up.
crazy.
Oh,
This one
I
is
said it fair.
a full Scandi. So like
A
this
full
one is
Scandi.
just so it's a
Hey, you know
Scandi
what?
Tonto.
You can design a convex blade too. I actually have a rod for that, so go for it.
Ooh. There you go.
Oh hell yeah!
I've
Oh,
only
I want-
actually
I want
seen
that.
the one fixed blade sharpener system that has a rod just for convex blades.
Oh, that's sick, man.
Yeah, Cammy
Dude.
has a
What is
bent rod
pin
just
blading?
for that,
Hell yeah, that's badass.
so I can
dude.
finally sharpen the Mora knife that I ruined, cutting down weeds that I let go all year.
Oh, that's
Sharif, did you go with a thumb disc so that you could remove it for sharpening?
Yes,
Okay. Yeah.
that's exactly why I did that. 2 reasons. One, I love thumb discs. I always have, and I wanted this to be like one of my ideal like low key EDCs. So I went with the Scandi because like nobody's done it before. And then I did the thumb disc because if you do this as like a thumb stud knife, it'll be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Thumb disc makes way more sense for sharpening,
Mm-hmm.
you know?
Do you have the clip
So-
side to show?
I do. Let me pull it up real quick. It's very,
Ron,
very
don't worry
simple.
about your coworkers.
Very simple.
Last year, I got my debit card. Or I had to get a new debit card because I got hacked and whatnot. And my bank gave me 5 blank checks to use in case I needed them. I haven't had checks in years. But I decided to use one at the grocery store, and I filled it out and I handed it to the cashier. And she told me because I didn't write in cursive on it, they couldn't accept it.
Oh, that's bullshit.
That's
That's a
not
lie.
right.
I
She
don't
was
think
like,
that's
yeah.
true.
She was like, I'm pretty sure that you're supposed to fill a check out in cursive.
No,
So-
No, she's an idiot.
No, yeah,
that's
you
what I
don't
think.
you don't legally have to.
No.
No.
You should have punched her in the face.
That's when I did say, I was like, can you verify that with your manager? Because I don't think that's a thing.
It's
And
not
I said, I don't want to waste another check. 2, I don't think I can write in cursive anymore. I'm sure it could come back in muscle memory. But
Yeah. As a person who has filled out a check before I relearned how to write in cursive, you don't legally have to.
no.
Yeah, that's
No,
the
no
dumbest thing I've heard.
CPM.
What's up, CPM?
Dude, that's high praises from CPM.
Yeah.
But
It's not made
yeah,
in Russia, CPM.
Sharif, as a lefty though, I do enjoy bolster locks.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
I love me a bolster lock. I always have.
You saw.
But yeah, this guy may get some changes. Like I may chamfer the pocket clip just to make it a little bit more comfortable. But yeah, aside from that, this guy is pretty much good to go.
You
yeah,
should, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do. Never mind.
Gary,
No. What do you want to say?
Gary,
I'm going to say, if you made your pocket clip as angled as the Tonto, that'd be kind of cool.
It's It's
It would be
the
too
line.
pointy as a pocket clip, though, huh?
Yeah, the line here is meant to mimic like the line here
or
in the bolster.
Okay.
not necessarily having a point, but what if you compound ground the pocket clip?
Give it a Scandi grind.
wait a second. What if you put a 1/4 inch right behind the sharpening choil of a weird grind that doesn't matter for anything?
Here's something no one has ever done. What if you sharpen the pocket clip and it was actually a little knife that you could take out?
Oh.
What I want to know real quick though is if Gary prints in all caps. Really? My camera went in and right back out. I hope you are all enjoying my play. Because
Must have
this is
got
the first time it's done
there.
with me. I'm sorry.
God, I just lost what I was gonna say.
Just boot me, I guess. I don't know.
Crayon.
At least you can hear me. That's equally unimportant.
We don't use food to write checks, Tom.
Oh, I will show you guys my most ridiculous thing. This thing is
Shit. Sorry.
As long as you put it on the lefty side, it's all Gucci.
It's all Gucci, man.
I don't think this thing would be successful, but Maddie, you may love this thing.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
You like
What kind of grind is
Get it together, Terry. Come on, Terry. Back
I
it
know.
up, Terry.
Well, how many times have I done
Look
this
at
with you
the
guys?
bird,
This has
Harry.
never been an issue.
So
There we go.
you have a deep hollow grind on that, and then
Yes.
Holy crap.
looks like a convex grind.
Can
Good
you actually
grief.
Just-
do the blade
It
in
just
the middle
looks
of that
it because of the. It looks extreme because of the perspective, but it's like a standard compound grind. But it's just like a really thick chunk of metal.
I have a missed call from Vince.
I know, me too.
It looks like the actual sharpened edge in that compound
Mhm.
is just as thick as the flat.
It's not. It's again. It's the
I
first
know.
perspective. But
I
yeah,
know it's the
Do you have
lighting.
another
and
picture of this
the
one?
artistic blah, blah,
I have
blah.
a bunch of pictures actually.
I'm digging this one. I even like it looks like wood grain with a gold pivot. Like that's cool.
It- yeah.
That's a
it
3D
is.
rendering, right?
Yes, sir.
So all it is the weird lighting that the computer put into it is making it look severely deep.
Oh yeah. Well, I did that intentionally
Constantine.
just to make
It
it. Look
doesn't. It doesn't look like a
natural.
gradual curve grind. It looks like a 45-degree angle into a 45-degree. That's not on you. That's the program.
I would
That's the
absolutely
lighting they
take those.
chose.
No. I chose the
Oh,
lighting. I did all of that intentionally to make it look like extra
Sharif, I was giving you an out.
clean. No, I'll take it, man.
See, yeah, there you go. I see it
Yeah,
now.
there you go.
I like that, Sharif. I like the tip is like it's cool.
See, it's a
Here
faux
goes
Japanese
Maddie.
tanto.
Brown nose and
Am I right?
again.
Am I right in thinking that, Sharif? It's like a faux Japanese tanto.
I don't like the
It-
black though.
It's more of a sweeping blade, kind of like this guy, the VLD.
Right. But what I mean is your compound grind gives it the feel of a Japanese tanto without
Yeah.
being a Japanese tanto.
Yeah.
So
There
you
you can
kind of
see the
feel like
blade,
you have
like,
another
pretty
edge
clearly.
for another reason, but it's all just one swooping belly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and here's more of the crazy lighting.
I like that because like the Chavez here almost has that same.
Is
But
that choil gonna be like a full finger
Yeah.
choil on that?
It is a full finger choil.
That is a
Yeah.
full
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Pretty Fly wants to flick your hole. What do you got?
Sharif gets the finger choil and sharpening choil combination though,
Shit.
because
I
he'll
mean,
give you a finger choil with a very generous sharpening choil if
You have
the
to.
company, if his OEM actually follows through.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, exactly. That's
I'm
always
I'm all
the-
about a good finger choil. That's why I was asking.
Yeah,
Pretty Fly, if you haven't seen it yet, hit him with the Kaimano real quick.
I'm also a fan of a good finger
Yeah,
choil,
correct.
which is why I married my wife.
sure.
Boom.
Yeah, that was adult. This is after hours, right?
Oh, anymore. You should.
Full disclosure, by the time I go to bed, I'm going to have a good 45 minutes of sleep before my toddler climbs into bed and climbs on me to sleep. But I love
You
all
know
of you
that.
guys that much.
It's cute when babies like you're like, Daddy, let me cuddle.
No, he doesn't say a thing. He just climbs in and wedges in.
You're speaking.
My
my
wife has to
so-
get up and go sleep on the couch every night because he kicks her in the stomach and she's pregnant.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Side note,
Maddie.
43 is a terrible age for a new kid.
Maddie, just so you know, that model is called the Tusk, as in like
Yeah.
tusk. Yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Oh, hey Sharif, can
What's
you
up?
design one of those weird, crappy tri-blades that twist and call it the funky butt lovin'? Like nobody will legally be able to own it, but you can just know it
The
exists.
funky butler.
It's called the FBL.
Yes,
Just so everyone knows though, Sharif's
it's
Next
only legal
design
in like
gonna be a fidget
Pakistan or
tool.
wherever.
I'm sorry,
need that-
Betty. What were you trying to say?
we need that fidget tool.
Dude, Doomy gave me some nice feedback on how to take it up a notch. So
Yeah.
that thing's gonna definitely come true.
Tusk was a weird movie.
Yeah. And then let's see. If you guys like tactical knives, let's throw this guy in there. I'm a big lover of tactical knives, personally. That should be no surprise. I like my stabbies.
I like how I made my name ridiculous enough that you guys didn't feel the need to change it.
Wait, my name is like not even weird. I need to change mine.
No. You and Steve are just, well, no, I guess I'm the a-hole.
This
check
one
this
is
out.
like way different.
Multi-row bearings.
Yeah, that's a real different
Um,
from a lot of your other
What's
stuff.
the pivot size on that?
6mm.
Okay, what's the inspiration on this? This is this. I knew you said tactical, but like
This is This is honestly like a straight up fighting style knife. That's the whole point of it. Like this point right here is for like if you're trapping it's actually meant to be like a really like sharp point.
Palm.
Yeah, so you can actually like if you trap somebody, you can rotate and induce pain and like all sorts of stuff. Like
if you look the hard angle, it's a soft angle, but it's also a hard angle at the heel of the handle.
Yeah,
that's a good place for your push.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta like I'm not digging the clip on that one, Sharif. That one's got that
Josh
boring, ugly clip.
So the idea of this clip was meant to be like a basic like Benchmade pattern clip, so that anybody could swap it to whatever they preferred.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, if you want to do that, you got to go with a Spyderco pattern.
I think that's what I may need to do if I ever. I'm not like I've licensed or I've offered this for licensing. I think the only company that would be interested would be Fox, if I'm honest.
That looks like
a cold knife. This could be a Cold Steel.
Cold Steel or Fox definitely would.
It kind of reminds me of a concept design.
Yeah, let's not talk about concept.
Thieves. Real quick, shout out to Proud Papa of the Week, Josh Branson.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
Josh,
You got to be happy of all that awesome that your boys had going on.
His son won, right?
Your son won first place.
That's awesome.
Oh, yeah, no, his son killed it in that competition.
The videos that you showed last week, you're like, I don't know if he's nervous or about to have a nervous breakdown, or he's happy. He looked pretty happy, man. That was awesome.
That's sick, dude.
Hell yeah, Josh.
Benchmade clip, huh?
Yeah, that was the whole point of that one. But speaking of concept, this is one that they kind of stole from me.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Z-Man, that's why we don't talk about
not the one. Not the
Kraken.
one that I just showed you. This one. This was actually going to be my first knife, but since Concept kind of stole the design after I sent it to them for licensing, I had to put it on hold.
That fucking sucked. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a sexy looking knife too.
It is. That's cool.
Yeah, that's my kind of knife right there. Fuck yeah.
I feel like more than one person has taken that design.
Yeah.
That
Actually,
is nice.
Concept literally copied my entire blade shape, and then they mixed it with another knife handle, and then they made their own knife. And I have the overlays and everything to prove it, plus like the chat history to prove it.
It's different enough that you can find somebody else to make it if you wanted to. Or did you license it?
No, I offered it for licensing. I've stopped offering it, mainly because like if I think this is something I want to do on my own.
Yeah.
At some point.
I like that one.
That's a nice knife, dude.
Dude, actually, this is my most popular knife design I've ever done.
Dude,
I like
that. You can almost scale that to a point where that's actually just a folding kitchen knife.
That was the inspiration. Is the Bunka kitchen knife? So it's a little bit larger. Blade is meant to be able to be rocked. Handle is a little bit high and out of the way, so you can use this as like a impromptu kitchen knife.
See, yeah, I want to replace my Santokus with folding kitchen knives. I know that folding knives aren't great for the kitchen, but I take my shit apart enough that I can just clean it every so often and it'll be fine.
But you can also get the, $20-some Rough Rider sous chef?
Yep, I've got one.
I've not taken that thing apart in years. Like I've had it for like 3 or 4 years. And like that's an abused knife that gets tossed in the dishwasher from time to time. But that thing, not a spot of rust on it, man. I love that. I love my sous chef.
I don't have to worry about my wife messing with it because she's the kind of person in the kitchen that will use a paring knife to do everything. You want to cut a potato? Paring knife. And it blows my mind. I go out there and I grab the real knife and I'm like, here, I'll do it for you, hon.
What is the favorite? I don't know.
Yeah,
we probably
so
stole it, Brian.
Sharif.
by the way,
Sorry.
this whole fuller idea is also so that like food doesn't get caught up in a hole.
No.
I dig the fading fuller.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You could
The
flip
only other thing, if you
Right.
really want to go full
Awesome,
kitchen
Josh.
knife on it,
Yeah.
vent, whatever you call it, little tiny fullers going straight up and down.
Yeah.
That would be another thing because that's
Okay.
another thing that prevents your fruits and vegetables from sticking to your blade.
Oh yeah, like in the actual blade itself. Yeah.
Yeah, just straight from blade to spine, up and down.
Yeah, in the
Just,
primary bevel, like right
like
here.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
If you
It's not a bad idea.
wanted that to be an actual folding kitchen knife, that would be a good addition.
Josh,
Yeah.
where in Texas are you going?
But yeah, this one used to be like all over my Instagram page, and a lot of people like I actually this was the first knife that I ever won an award for.
Whoa.
And a lot of people actually ended up like appropriating the design, and it pissed me off. So I like went through my entire Instagram page and I deleted all of my designs that I've ever shown publicly because it was like, dude, what the hell, you know?
Dallas,
like,
nice.
Yeah.
you
Y'all
know?
gonna go to Dallas. That's awesome, man.
Yeah, that was a cool looking knife. That's really shitty that so many people stole that design.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm not terribly happy about it. It's like, bro, like leave me my own shit.
Right.
Well, the bonus is now is that you know that it's popular, and you can take that back to step one and have a base and change it enough to make it even better,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah,
release
definitely.
it on your own or with an OEM
That one
without
is-
releasing it.
That one if I ever do it, I'm definitely going to do it on my own because, like, you know, fuck sending it to people and then 8 months later they come out with their own. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And like, don't
Yeah.
reply to my messages or anything.
That
so.
type of stuff is why I'm surprised that Fair and Forge still works with Wii.
Wii is not bad about that, but
They
we
are-
did also appropriate one of my designs pretty closely too.
Look at Wii and Fair and Forge. Wii appropriates a lot of Fair and Forge's designs, changes it slightly, and then
Yeah.
releases it as their own knife.
What's up, Nebby Cloud?
What's up, Nebby Cloud?
Like, well, the Odium and whatever the other one is, the Archbishop.
Yeah,
Like, which one do I want? Do I want both just to say I have them, or do I want one or the other?
Both
the same
just to
knife.
say you have them.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Here, speaking of,
Steve, I'll hit you up. We gotta go do buzz-in on Sunday.
I heard you guys are having eggs bennies.
I don't know. They do the monster, or they call it the Bigfoot chicken fried steak.
Ooh. Is it a Black Bear Diner?
No, it's
Oh,
the
cool.
buzz-in.
We have a place called Black Bear Diner, and they have the Bigfoot, and it's a chicken fried steak.
Yeah.
so to answer Todd Carr real quick, Todd, I saw your message. I believe thicker the better, but thicker with hollow grinds.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want it to be a cooking knife, you definitely want to be a little bit thinner.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that one has a bit of a thinner blade stock. The handle is a little bit thinner than I would normally
I could-
do.
I could
You know.
see
You got that
the
momentum.
thicker stock with a hollow grind because then it pushes
Woo. First enough, I could do this.
your proteins and your vegetables and fruits away from the blade and
Yeah.
forces them to lay down.
Oh, my finger's in the way. Yeah.
You
It
can't
just
do that
depends on
with
how
the,
utilitarian
Fenrir?
you want your blade to be.
I can't do this with any other knife except for this one.
I thought you could definitely do it with the Fenrir.
I don't think so. I'll try. I don't think so.
Well, I think you're wrong.
Sometimes you just have to grip it slightly different and get a different part of your meat on the blade, Matt.
There you go, Daddy.
I put my meat on all my blades.
Which is why I want to win and buy knives from you.
Ugh, no.
Because your meat's been on it.
There, I did it. That hurt.
Dude.
No.
Really?
Hell yeah, Dopey.
It's right here.
Okay, Maddie, if I can reach around flick of Axon, you can do that.
The Fenrir? No. But this? Yes.
Momentum,
Look-
hands down, is the easiest one.
Look at the little tiny flipper you get here for front flipping. You get nothing.
Dude, Stevie,
Yeah.
share my share screen.
Oh,
Speaking of Wii, so before
that's a kite fin.
before my Veloce came out, and like Kubi had already licensed it, it was in production. We rushed and they brought this thing out, and I like sent them a direct message. I was like, guys, like, you basically like took two of my designs and threw a crappier handle on there, you know, like, what the hell?
Right.
And they're like, oh no, we developed this in-house, we don't copy. And I'm like,
How convenient. That's what I'd say if I copied a knife.
Oh
too.
wow.
yeah.
I go to the one on Bell Road.
So yeah, I was just like, come on guys, like, this is a little too close, you
Yeah,
know.
That's
For
more
sure.
than too close. I mean, even the hole is looking pretty similar.
Exactly.
I like
I mean,
yours
really-
better, though. The down swoop adds to it.
Yeah. They just did a shittier version of it. And you know what really like bothered me, by the way?
What?
Like Raven the pirate, you know, he's like super big on Instagram. He was one of the first guys like Patina that I was talking to about my designs and asking like, you know, what would you like? How do you refine? Blah 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 blah. And he ended up buying the Wii Formix and never like picked up one of my designs, even though like he was instrumental in the design of it, you know. So it's just like, okay, cool, I guess. I mean, not that anybody needs to buy my shit, but it's like, bro, like, you saw they copied my design, you know. Like,
I'm looking up the momentum right now because I'm going to pick one up.
oh,
Red
dude,
and black.
thank you.
That's my favorite. But
Yeah, Z-Man for real, dude. It's legit.
are they gonna do a premium titanium and?
So I'm not supposed to say it, but maybe the end of this month we'll see a premium momentum. Maybe.
Well, that's when you say I can neither confirm nor deny.
I mean, I don't know for sure, but I have word that it may be coming.
Make sure.
And you may want to wait if you want a premium version.
Let's see if we can.
I kind of want to dye the jade scales, actually.
What do we got going on back here?
Dude, the jade scales are sick.
Someone, I never considered this, but someone.
You put me on full screen to go pee?
Yeah.
Jade scales are weaker than like G10.
No, they're G10. They're just not dyed.
Someone was saying that they were like tend to be weaker or shatter or something.
No, they're,
No.
they're,
No.
they're still
So
pigmented.
They're just as strong.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
no pigment.
It was confusing me. Like, what? I never heard that, and I forgot.
I just like them because I can dye whatever color I want.
Right.
Yeah. Look up the Tucson TS228 Aurora.
I just had a fun thought while I was making pee-pee.
What's that?
Hold on.
I
Save
could
that thought.
actually
Save that
open
thought.
OBS while we're doing this at some point, and I could actually stream to Twitch
that one.
what we're doing here.
Oh, gangsta.
Why would you stream our live stream to another platform?
To get a different audience to
No,
you
no.
guys.
No.
Sharif, this one's pretty similar.
I'm not saying I'm going to. I'm
Okay.
saying it's possible.
Okay.
This one doesn't
Bam, it's
bother
ordered.
me as much as the Wii, honestly.
The Wii's just a little bit closer to home.
Yeah, well, especially that, like, again, I sent those designs to Wii, and then they were like, "Oh no, screw you, we're not interested." And then, like, literally within 6 months, they produced the format.
What is up with that blade grind?
I think it's cool. That's for slicing.
Well, no, I mean, look at it though. Like it's got like the tip had like a 3-tier grind.
Here, I just see the. Oops. I just see
Am I
the
wrong?
swedge in the front, and then just a regular.
It's got a belly swedge, a V edge, and then the flat. What is the point in all that extra shit?
Some people like different things, you know.
Yeah.
I
Design.
know, but
Jelly Jerry
some of the
likes
design
to add a
aspect, that's what I
couple.
was asking. Like, why?
Yeah.
Is there a reason for that, or is it
Yeah.
just for aesthetics?
It's meant to give it, like, if you have a thicker blade stock, it gives it a sharper
Just-
tip.
It has an extra jumping point to the flat.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. But I see, the thing is, I know Jelly Jerry, like, personally, so, like, that I don't consider, you know, an appropriation. I consider that, like, maybe inspired, but he has his own design language, you know? And, like, Jelly Jerry does some good shit. Like,
My favorite is the Atlas.
yeah.
He's a younger dude, isn't he?
He is, yeah. He's based out of Thailand.
Thailand, right?
Yeah. No, he's a good kid, man. Like, I spent a lot of time, like, talking to him back in the day. What's so funny too is he's like a tiny kid, and yet he loves, like, giant District 9 knives, like Doom gets, you know? It's just hilarious because his hand is like 1/3 of, like, a District 9. I love it. No, I
Would
appreciate
you
that,
ever-
Winchester.
Would you do cleaver designs? Or is it not
I had a crazy cleaver design, actually. I don't know where it went, but I will need to readdress it because I know a lot more now than I did when I sketched it up.
Speaking of cleavers, and with Josh Branson, I completely forgot about this.
Oh, yes.
I got
That
this
thing
from
is so
Josh for DS KFS Christmas 2021, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
And
It's Mark's. He has
this
it.
corner of my desk over
Nice.
here gets stuff piled up on it, and I
That'd be
saw
cool,
this
nice.
thing went out. I was like, oh, that's the one
I
my
have-
homie Josh got me.
Looked
If
at
I
that
did a
minimal
cleaver,
so many
I'd need
times
to
while
have
I was
that
at Walmart and thought about grabbing it.
It only works when one person talks at a time.
Go for it, Terry.
When two people start talking at the exact same time, who knows? I said I've thought about picking up that exact same minimalist at Walmart like 90 times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's dope. It's really cool. I like it.
So that means what Sharif was saying was probably way more poignant.
No, not really. I was just saying, if I ever did a cleaver, I'd want to have that big old hole in it.
Yeah.
It's just so cool,
Yeah, it just looks nice.
right?
What is Civivi does that folding cleaver? What is it? Is it the Bull Mastiff? Or the Mastiff?
That
Something.
sounds
I
like
think they
what it
got
would
like
be
a
called.
folding cleaver that's got like a hole.
Yeah, that's a knife, but I don't know who does it.
I think it's Civivi.
The Buck Highline is pretty cool, and that has the hole in the corner too.
Yeah,
And
you
can
have
put
to
that
if
in
you
it.
do a proper cleaver, man. But I'm also just a big fan of the sheepdog as far as, like, cleavers go.
Yeah, I think it's mass
You know?
enough.
Yeah, I love my flipperless sheepdog, man.
Here's Todd's
That's a
favorite.
ugly cleaver.
Oh, the honey badger. Ah.
Mastodon, that's what it is.
I've never
Yeah,
held a
right.
honey badger, not once.
Yeah, he'll be
Yeah,
all right.
I haven't pulled the trigger on one yet.
I'm learning a lot of people don't like them, but I freaking love it.
They're good, but
It
if
depends on which version you get.
Well, this version's good.
the Warren
Well, because they have some versions with the full finger choil, some without, larges, medium, smalls.
Yeah.
I like the blade on that one.
See, I don't know how that happens, Dopey. There are people that, like earlier, Javon didn't have a wrench. I know he's had a wrench because he's posted
Wrench
stuff.
thieves.
So I don't know how wrenches definitely can disappear. Case in point, I will go back to Javon. He's posted many links.
That's my favorite cleaver right now.
Yeah, dude.
Is that the beaver?
Yes, it is the beaver cleaver.
Ah, nice.
Dude, you know what I need? I need one of those like full face masks with just the eyes and the mouth open, and I'm gonna dress up as the wrench thief.
The wrench thing.
You get one of those full face masks with the LED lights on it.
Oh yeah, dude,
Gary's
I
got
want one of those too.
Gary rocks that.
Dude, I need more like goofy shit for my videos. Like
Maddie, where's your? You haven't busted out your
Sure,
helmet
if you
for a
want.
while.
If you want
Oh.
Goofy, hold on.
Yeah.
It's upstairs. My Fallout helmet.
Ooh,
JN, we were talking about your cookies earlier, bro.
Ninja,
What
what's
I
up,
need-
dude?
What do I need to do to get on your good graces, my bro?
I was telling him about the legendary ninja cookies.
Yes, dude, and Terry, I need one of those hats.
That's awesome.
The handles. Okay.
The Commodore is back in effect.
Hell yeah.
I don't know if Bill could take.
Got it at a Spencer's as a lark.
Oh,
My Carta would be good with this.
Dude,
anything.
that's what the honey badger
Anything
needs. Is my
other
car.
than their handles would be good, I think.
Josh, I got my boxes of Pro Wax flat irons heading my way.
Ooh.
I can't wait. And I've had him hold off on sending me pictures as he's been doing them, but there's going to be some baller Gerber flat irons in there from. I had him go. I wanted him to do some bougie, so I got like 15 flat irons from a distributor that I work with, and it had their logo on the knife. So I didn't want to give them away to the community just because I don't want to talk about my actual job too much, and it kind of, ties me in with the company that was printed on it. They got them as promotional giveaways. So I sent them to Bill to take the show scale off and put different scale material.
The
So-
Gerber flat iron?
Gerber flat irons,
Yeah.
yes. So they've been
That's
Pro
not
X,
terrible.
and
I've got a couple.
like I said, I had 15 of them. So I sent them to Bill, and I should have them soon to start showing
Good night,
off.
Todd.
So
I'll be
that's
good.
why his books have been closed.
No, he's been working on. I told him, even though this is a paying gig, I said, don't let this bog you down. But it is the reason why there was an injury that occurred during. They gave him a, go figure. A cheap knife sometimes is the hardest one to work on, because they're so.
Yeah.
And it gave him some problems, and I got a picture of a. I'm surprised he didn't need stitches with as much
dang.
blood
Wow.
blood as there was.
I was just teasing, by the way, Stevie.
Oh, I know. I don't take none of that shit seriously. It's all good.
You can't
yeah.
even take life too seriously.
Ooh.
You don't make it out alive.
There's a
Have fun.
couple of marks Benchmades. Looks like he's got an old beater up top and a.
Dude, no, that's an old Emerson.
That's a great picture, Matty. Well done.
It's dude. You know how bad it is? I know both of those knives.
Do you?
Yeah, I have one of the bottom ones, and then that's a Emerson Benchmade collab on top.
I didn't know they ever collabed. That's cool.
They did back in the day, dude. Yep, Mark Herrera has it right.
Oh, look at it. It's Edgy American joint SaidFaction.
I'm so glad to know that Shane made it home.
Edgy American
Was he out at speed dating?
Huh?
I got home.
Shane, were you speed dating?
He was dating.
If he doesn't say no, then it was a yes. Oh shit! No electricities. That's rough, bro. I actually live in constant fear in my area that I'm going to come home to the point where I have been thinking about buying a generator hooked up right to my main.
Yep.
Josh, that's crazy that you know that.
Gary, you never even posted pictures of that walking stick. I want to see it.
Yeah.
He
made a
Made
video about it.
Car hit the pole down the street. Oh.
I don't get it. Gary's like a saint in Discord, and then he's a butthole when you put him in fucking lives.
No. Gary's a butthole when this guy.
It's not. It's Maddie.
Like, I enjoy Gary a lot, and then it's just like, I'm like, why is he so mean? And then Kyle comes in, and I'm like, oh, well, I guess they're both mean. Okay.
They're not.
But to be fair, I'm kind of mean in real life, and I try to be here. I'm like, oh, well. And once in a while I snark, but on live I try to be nice.
Gosh, that's very interesting.
Hey, Maddie.
Yes.
What is that on your shoulder?
On my shoulder?
Shirt. Is that a protein stain?
Bluebird on our shoulder.
I wouldn't have any protein stains on my shirts. I'm very thorough.
Is that semen? Do you have semen on your shirt, sir?
No. It goes down.
This is where I would lift my finger up and smack you in the nose.
Oh.
See, I made that joke real awkward and weird.
I'm wearing an autism.
Sharif loved it.
Why change?
I'm 90% sure Sharif got it from the beginning. As soon as I said protein.
I did. I saw it coming.
So did she. Wait, what? I'm sorry. I can be my wife's not home
the cookie situation. You said you were going to bake some
tomorrow.
How do we get on that list?
I don't wear a thumb. What did you say?
Man, I said it. I got knee pads.
You haven't tasted the cookies yet. You should be at the top, but I mean, I'm willing to fight you to get there because those cookies were good.
Wait, whose cookies are these?
Ninjas.
I can't wait to
Are
talk.
they actual cookies or are they fancy cookies?
Oh, they're cookies.
The actual cookies.
I don't do
So he made me
cookies.
almond chocolate chip orange cookies.
I thought they were pistachio.
I don't like pistachio, so he made me almond
You made
ones.
you almond ones.
Oh,
Either
damn.
way,
He did send pistachio for Eli to try, and they were good. So I like the pistachio in those. But
It's one of the. It's a flavor profile I would have never thought to put together,
good night, Mike.
really?
and they were just so good.
They were.
They're
That's,
so good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a known thing. Yeah, that's. I've never had one personally, but I've heard it's amazing.
The Giggler.
When was the last? Is this one?
Hey,
That don't sound like me.
you do a 3-minute plank, and you tell me that's not hard work. Your wife's doing all right.
Yeah.
Mine. Wait, what?
Gary, send your bees impressions so I could share, because those are spot on.
Those are the best. What was the best was when we watched them with Bees and Caitlin. That's
Bees was laughing hard.
yeah. Caitlin, his wife, was laughing even harder.
She thought it was perfect.
She thought she loved it.
You know what? I need to just find that video real quick. Hang on, I'm gonna find it.
What was funny is
Look at it.
was,
Just look at it.
it was out of left field.
Wait,
You know-
are we talking about this video, Maddie?
If you would have asked me to do Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force doing an impression of Bees Blades, I would have had you, but I don't think I can do an impression of Bees.
Well, I kind of want to hear the Meatwad thing.
Hold on.
But Sharif, share that clip too.
Would
Yeah,
you look
it's
at it?
downloading.
Yeah.
Just look at it. Shabam.
We need to have you and verse each other because he does a Meatwad too.
Well,
Yes,
if I
John
do
was the first.
because I sure do wish I had a pair.
Oh, that's good, dude.
Bang. Absolutely. Look, no pressure on the frame lock. Easy.
See, my favorite frame locks are the ones that I can actually put a little on, at least in the middle, and still flick. But I'm a lefty, so I'm in the minority.
Oh, believe me, Josh, it's been passed around.
I know. Sharif's gonna play it.
Dude, it's not downloading for some reason.
What? Okay, hang on. Who was the last one to send it to me?
Just so you guys know, I'm really selective about who I make silly voices in front of, so I really love you all.
Oh, I make silly voices all the time. But I'm just an idiot. I
You
think
know, you do great voices, and we haven't got any like Cheeto or Pierre or those.
Here it is.
I love those videos, man.
Oh, Maddie?
we need to bust those
Hold
out
on.
again.
I got it, Maddie. I got
Got
it.
it? Okay. Here we go.
I can't wait to have Sharif's asshole right on my face. I can't wait to have Sharif's asshole right on my face.
I love
I
that.
can't wait to have Sharif's asshole
Wildly
right
out
on
of
my face.
context.
Wait, one more time. One more time,
Can't
Sharif.
wait
I
to
need
have Sharif's asshole
That's
right
the
on my
one.
face.
That should be
Can't
your
wait to have
website.
Sharif's asshole right on my face. I can't wait to have
So,
Sharif's asshole right on my
Sharif, did you ever watch that video?
I can't wait to have Sharif's
Dude, I don't even know what video it came from.
Okay,
I just
it was-
got like a link, or I got the clip, and it's it's just you just laughing in my face.
It was from Wednesday's
Sharif, how much-
Live. I wasn't even talking about you. I was talking about something else, and Gary kept going, brown nose, brown nose. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, I just want Sharif's asshole.
Oh, that
right
was
here
like
on
the
my
other
face.
day. No, yesterday or the day before you said that.
It was Wednesday.
Sharif, seriously, how much does that cost? I know it's a long drive, brother, but you've got to have family out here. We can work something out.
John does a perfect Nick Shabazz. But Josh, yeah, thank you for taking that clip and just sharing it.
Dude.
Oh, jeez. Was that seriously? That was like Wednesday. That was like
Wednesday.
Tuesday or Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was on my live.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. Dude,
I wasn't even
because I was
talking
out
about
running
food.
errands.
Look at how much Maddie's got to defend himself.
Well, think about it. You're Sharif, you're just sitting there, all of a sudden you get a clip saying, I just want his asshole right in my face.
If I wasn't going to spoil myself before, I definitely did now. Woo.
That's why I sent it to him as soon as I got it from Josh.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, it was
I would
hilarious.
never
I was just like, I still need some context. Maddie was like, "Your asshole, my face," and then so I responded to him with that.
Yeah.
Oh my god! He's good.
Just let you
Hey, that's not a fair
shit.
joke. That's not a fair joke. Nobody knows if you're serious or not.
That's the thing. Am I joking? Am I not joking?
Yeah, but I like Shane.
Me and
I
the
like
ass
Shane a
freak?
lot, and it makes me
A-hole.
worried.
I completely
His
forgot what I was
titty in
looking
his
up.
beehole.
Oh yeah. Gary doing these. When was that?
I have it saved in my favorites, so
Do you? Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
What video was it?
TV's like, I got this.
Yeah.
Sharif, you got me real good this time. I know it was somebody else's material, but man, you got me. You know when you get that weird, tight, itchy feeling in the back of your throat because you're trying not to laugh still? I'm suffering.
Oh,
It's
man.
just too perfect, man.
This
Too
ginger
perfect.
bastard here in the corner gets it. I don't know who you are, son, but I'm sure you're great.
That's
You're
Z-Man.
good.
That's Z-Man,
Yeah.
recognized.
I know, but I wanted to make it awkward and grand.
Well, you're
Perfectly awkward.
It's perfectly awkward.
put some respect on it.
Gary's done so many videos. I don't know which one it is.
I have it. Hold on.
You know
Okay.
what I love the most about Gary?
Oh,
Is
It's
you
the
never
creepy one
know when
you
he's
do.
being a beehole or when he's being serious. And that's like perfect roast comedy.
Oh man.
Like he's the kind of guy that he has to post, like say JK at the end of a sentence, otherwise you don't know.
I think he does that just to throw you off.
That's what makes it glorious. And what makes it even more funny to me is that he's totally different in Discord.
I thought I had this downloaded. I just cleared my cookies also on my cache or whatever it is.
you hear that,
Man,
Ninja? He has room
I
for cookies
can't
now.
share.
So Gary, just tell us what.
The video?
Yeah. Well,
It's the Kubi KU122, and it says very nice. Very, very nice. Go a year ago.
It's the same comedy that I love about Shane. It's because he's snarky in lives, but when you talk to him outside of lives, he's a perfect gentleman. Just a
Who,
great
Gary?
person to talk to.
I don't think that's Shane you're talking to.
Yes, Shane. Every time I've interacted with Shane outside of Discord and lives, it's been just pleasant.
When
And
Shane's
I-
not on the live, he's tongue deep in a stripper.
I don't know, but any interaction I've had with him
Hold on, don't you mean a
privately has been great. I'm sorry if I'm letting a cat out of the bag, Shane.
I mean,
Say something, swear. or something.
hello, Wastelanders. This is Gary here.
Hello, Beast Blader.
Gary?
I mean, hello, Wastelanders.
I don't know why he does this.
This is Gary here from The Last Ranger.
Why are people
Who are
making
you?
fun of bees?
Old school. I'm not
He's not.
He
making
thought it was
fun of-
hilarious.
putting anything out, so I'm just gonna.
It would be even better if
Terrible
everybody
word.
was kind of
So,
poking fun at Nick
This
Shabazz.
is Kubi. I believe it's the KU122. If
I don't know
I
why.
get
Well,
that
wasn't this-
correct?
Dude.
Wasn't this around like
see the
April
correct
Fool's,
name
where there was
on
like
the
a bunch of
bottom
people
just-
spoofing each other?
No,
Screen.
January 18th.
No.
on this
Oh
one.
god,
So,
I saw that.
I've
damn
been
design
carrying
with
this
the
knife
horrible
a
mohawk.
lot, and
Go
I
to the
really
second
like it.
comment.
It's I
Just to show.
recommended
Go to the
the
second
other
comment.
day.
I recommended the other day to have something
SaidFaction lend it to his
Who is this?
buddy because it's a great Spidey flicking knife. It's a.
It doesn't, for some reason, when I
I don't
share
believe
YouTube,
it. There's no
on
other way
StreamYard,
to
it lags.
open it. You
As
could
soon as I-
open it.
Oh, yeah.
Stud
You want me to try it?
when you could Spidey flick.
you can. But it's like as soon as you'll hear it in the background now, like it'll play fine.
Yeah, no, it's just super resource intensive. That's all.
Bees really liked it. But like, here's a spot.
A much more expensive angry watermelon.
Very nice. Very nice.
Little knife to carry.
But as you watch it, like it just randomly pops in there.
Third pocket. Anyway,
It's like a
let's,
whole minute section of it, but
let's
I don't know where.
get some measurements on this.
He didn't say, "Would you
bad
look at
boy,
it? Would you just
as
look at
someone
it?"
likes
He does.
to say
but, no,
all the
he does.
time in his videos.
Yeah.
So this blade is 3 1/4 inches. The knife overall is, let's see, 7 1/4 inches. The handle is
I would
about
have said
4
the
inches.
blade is 3 1/4 inches, and then went,
What's,
"Me too," and then went about my business.
Get the old calipers out here. I use these calipers off camera all the time, so
Never mind,
use
he
this
got
on the
there.
video or on the camera. On camera. So
I love
let's
Gary's
see.
videos.
Oh, this is
Did
the
he wash them
millimeters.
first?
Well, you can see in millimeters, it's 12.9 millimeters handle thickness. And
I don't. Should I skip? I don't want to miss any.
it's
but
it's 0.02.
here,
I mean,
Do
to
this
be
video
fair,
at oldie, but it's Gizmo.
we got all of it.
This is considered XL.
you know what? Here's what I'll do. I'll just copy the link.
Yeah,
Everyone
yeah,
go watch it.
It's
Yeah,
Go
great.
watch
no,
it.
that was good.
Oh, man.
Because it's
good.
spread throughout the whole video, but then there's like a section where he just like lets it rip.
Gary, you should not. It's legit a good video, dude.
Yeah.
The knife is
Believe that shit.
You know what bugs me is that would you look at it? Just look at it. How come he gets to own that? That's not even his thing.
It belonged to that dude who's looking at the car.
Yeah, that's not even his thing. And so that's always in the back of my mind. And the couple of times I did, it just naturally kind of came out. People were like, "Oh, using the bees or something." I'm like,
Would you
when
look
does
at
that
it?
dude get to claim that phrase?
It reminds me if Harry Carey, the old sports broadcaster.
Yeah.
Would you look at it? Would you just look at it? If it was a hot dog, I'd eat it.
It's
Shane.
Ed Bassmaster or Beastmaster who did it. Would you look at that? I'll just take a
Yeah.
look at that.
Right here.
Shane, the little
Yeah.
tongue connector that you're talking about is called the frenulum.
Nice and shiny.
It's a
That
78.
shit hurts,
Yeah,
too.
looking good. Looked really good.
Yeah, it's got original paint too.
Yeah.
The original where bees got it
This
from.
is what I think
And
of
it's
too.
Long Island, New York garage
Yeah.
every day of its life.
Oh, go figure. Look at that. Oh,
Got it.
look at
Got
that.
it for 700.
Yeah, that's
Would you just look at it?
I think maybe Bees like copied that, and then like people were like, "Oh man," and they just rolled with it. Just have,
Oh, it's perfect.
yeah.
I think he tries to slip in little bits of pop culture a lot.
Yeah.
Like I actually enjoy watching his stuff, but I think he just sneaks up in there for the likes.
No,
Sorry, what
people
say
like
that
it.
again?
So.
But
I
yeah,
didn't
no,
hear
I'm not dogging it. I'm not dogging it. I enjoy watching.
Nobody says that on my channel.
Thing.
I'm kidding.
I'm still here
I'm kidding.
because he shows knives that a lot of people don't show. Is why I like watching him.
Well, you can definitely.
What? Wait.
He's out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, his energy's a little too much for me sometimes.
Yeah.
Agreed.
But to be fair, if I'm watching him and
Let's not even
somebody
bother
else
to talk
comes
about
on,
it anymore.
I
How
dip
about
and
that?
come to somebody else, but which I did tonight.
Dude, I just gotta say, man, you guys gotta go to That's a Felony because this is getting out of control. I just tried to add this little toy 1911 for like a YouTube video to like my cart, and then there's a warning underneath in red there, you know, that says this item can't be shipped to your location.
You know what? I get that with tasers. But Arizona, you're legally allowed to have tasers.
But dude, this
Sometimes
is a toy gun.
Sometimes I still try to add it, and it ships anyway.
A toy gun. Okay,
Yeah,
that
man.
is ridiculous.
It's literally like a toy, like dart gun, like a Nerf.
Sharif, you live in California. You can't have shit shipped to you.
Yeah, dude, another one. This one can't be shipped to your selected delivery location.
If somebody bottled up a rowdy fart, they couldn't ship it to you because you live in California.
Exactly, dude. What the hell? This is hilarious.
You know, this reminded me. I was talking to Dark Gravity. He showed me OK knives. Have you seen them?
No,
I don't even want to pull them up to give them the. They're making straight up clones of bug outs and they even call them. They don't even change the name.
Yeah,
It's
they're not cloners.
Benchmade bug out, and it's like $28.
Yeah, I mean, it's almost as bad as going right to AliExpress and looking up a brand.
Yeah, I've never been on AliExpress, but
my local smoke shop that I go to pick up my vape stuff, they've got Benchmade Infidel boxes sitting in their glass case, and I'm 100% certain they're fake as fuck because the price is cheap. Like the boxes don't look right. Like I'm tempted to grab one just to check it out, though.
To be fair, we've all done it.
Yeah, just to see.
A lot of us have picked up a clone just to see, and then thrown it in the trash or given it away to a family member.
Exactly.
So that's the way I learned about Wish was one of my buddies who always gave me shit about spending more than $100 on a pocket knife. One day I was over at his place, and I saw the clip hanging out of his pants had a butterfly on it, and I'm like, what do you got there? And he's like, oh, have you ever heard of the bug out? And I'm like, yeah, of course I have, dude. Like, what's this? I would never pay more than $100 for it. He's like, dude, these things are like $25 on Wish. And I was like, what the fuck is Wish? And that's what he showed me.
The worst shopping site ever.
Yeah, I had no clue about it. Next time I went over there, he still had it. I had brought I had my Para 3 lightweight. I took that from him, and I said, what do you think of this? He liked the Spyderco. So I took his Benchmade, chucked it.
And chucked it.
But if you want slightly better Wish, you can go to AliExpress.
I don't.
I know you don't.
No, I'm good.
Sarcasm.
I'm good.
Now, to be fair, if
No,
I'm going to be
no,
completely
they're clones.
honest, anybody
To be
who
fair.
followed my $50 80/20.5 build, I did have to order a clone of the 80/20.5 and throw all of it away except for the Shark Lock.
They have clones of the 80/20.5 too.
Yes, and I full disclosure, I
Oh,
ordered
that's
one.
right. Okay, had those. That's right.
I ordered one, took the Shark Lock out of it, threw the rest of it away, and used it to finish my other. And no, I won't be selling it or anything like that. It's just for comedy. Is what
Someone
it was.
cast a spell on you and turned you into a cat.
So Shane just endorsed buying cheap Chinese knockoffs.
No, I do not endorse it. I do not endorse it. I
No,
did
no.
it one
Shane,
time.
Shane, not you, Shane.
No.
Dude, Shane is like a closet, like, you know,
What
made in
would-
China lover.
Oh,
somebody screen capture that and send that to his best friend Scuba Steve.
yep.
Shot.
You placed
Just
all the
did it.
American pieces of your American-made knife with the China version.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing about it. When you're buying clones of Chinese knives, and I learned this from the vape industry, you're not always buying clones. You're buying factory defects of the exact same production value knife. It's just something was off, so they sold it, and it's a clone for $20, but it's the same knife. Now, I only bought the one I bought because I wanted the shark lock, so I could finish a second 80 20.5. But I'm not going to sell it, and if I do, I'm going to put the real lock in it.
Look at that.
Yeah. Shane, how much does your silence or his silence?
Come on, Shane.
Oh, so yeah, Shane's saying the same
Oh,
thing.
so
I
he's a phony too, then, huh?
He's a phony.
I'm not a phony.
Screen
I'm not phony. I was completely up front.
Scuba Steve, you fucking phony.
I don't like to use the word hypocrite that much.
But you motherfuckers are one.
See, at least I was upfront about it. And when I told Maddie about the process, I said it was less than savory means.
Less than savory.
The
Or something
Chinders.
along that ilk.
Ah, the Chinders.
Shane's digging himself a hole. Exactly, Josh.
Don't worry, Shane. Apparently, somehow I feel like I belong in there with you because I did sin.
You
Yeah,
know,
but
Shane.
You don't go screaming saying American made only.
Oh no. If I'm going to be honest, I prefer Chinese made knives.
Dude, I think Shane needs to push you out of the way, Maddie, to eat my ass.
No, when I pitched the rest of the 20.5, I didn't even save the spring just in case it shot across the room again. I just literally wanted that one piece, the actual shark lock piece, to finish my build. Everything else, except for that one piece on my 80 20.5 clip point, is legit. Except, well, the aftermarket scales that I got from Bama Ninja.
Did you guys see the video that I did where I yeeted my spring and I just went and grabbed a ballpoint pen spring and snipped it and put it right back in?
No.
Hey, man, if it works, it works.
So he's got half
Can't
a
argue with
knife.
See, yeah, no, what he just said about not selling the part, that is 100% why I opted to go with the clone. Because I reached out to Demco and I said I would like to buy an entire set of hardware, including the barrels and everything, the pivot and everything, full, including the shark lock. And they flat out told me, we can give you screws, we can give you barrels, we will not share the shark lock mechanism by itself. And that's the only piece I was missing to building a whole second knife. So I went and did some unsavory shit.
I can't blame them for doing that, though.
Well, no, I get that, but I mean, it's like, what if I was doing something or whatever, something happened, I screwed up the lock, and I just want to buy the legitimate parts to fix my knife.
They'd probably say send it in for warranty, and we'll fix it. For you.
But I'm the second, third, fourth owner. Does that matter? Some companies it does.
You'd have to ask them.
Read that comment, Terry. Grant, what is this?
It happens.
Rules you keep putting.
Well, if you want to fix that so that none of your 80 20.5 is original, we can trade shark clocks. I mean, I know it's a negative mark on my permanent record, but I did it. But at least I discarded the rest of the knife. I just wanted the lock.
You know, I have a couple of clones because I bought them before I really like Ethan Grow. I have one that looks like
That's
the
not a clone, that's a
Microtech
knockoff.
one, huh?
That's not a clone. That's a knockoff. There's
Yeah,
a difference.
not really.
A one-for-one clone is a exact replica within millimeters of measurement.
But it's still a design theft.
It is in the same category, but a clone and a knockoff are two different things. And in the knife community, everybody ignores that.
Good night, Twank Dang.
Rotten Harry Keister's rule.
Yeah, ask Matt, he knows. But no, a true clone is an exact one-for-one replica
Terry.
of a knife, to the point where you can take the parts off of the clone and put it on a factory knife, and it fits and it works. That's a clone. An Ethan Grow knife that looks exactly like another knife, that's not a clone, that's a knockoff.
Oh.
That's my soapbox on that subject.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Man, Shane's just giving it all up, dude. I'm like shouting all
Shane
of this.
still has the most hilarious story of all time when he sent the clone back to Microtech.
And then did they fix it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I recently had a conversation about this with somebody about clone knives and the knife community. And this person and I are very convinced that a lot more people in the knife community own at least one for one perfect clone of a knife, and nobody talks about it because it's so taboo, and it's it is shitty. But I know you probably don't. Matt probably doesn't. Sharif doesn't.
I'm not judging, dude. I don't care. I
think a lot more people have bought one out of just sheer curiosity alone.
Oh, I definitely did. There was a fixed blade with like a ring, like a fighting little self-defense knife that was on Amazon. And like the OG, they wanted something like $250 for it. I bought it to like test it out, see the ergos, all of that stuff. I ended up giving it away. Like, I'll admit it, I'd much rather spend $40 on like a chunk of D2 than like almost, $250 on something I'm never gonna like carry or use. You know what I mean? So.
Right.
Dude, I even owned a Gonzo at one point. It wasn't one of their clone ones. It was one of their like truly like original designs. But like, if you buy from Gonzo, you're supporting cloners and like.
See, I never knew about any of those things until I learned about knockoffs and clones and all.
Right.
Yeah.
Like there's right now on top of the bookshelf next to my front door. There is 100% clone of a Falcon fixed blade that I purchased when I was very new into the hobby.
Yeah,
and I didn't know any better.
That's when you do it.
Yeah, I'm not.
But that's the knife that's for sticking intruders.
Yeah.
Well,
no, they're good for something.
Don't get in my knife case and grab my gun mirror and stab the meth head next door because they want to come in and file a police report against their husband again. Use the fucking clone. I don't care about.
Yeah, exactly.
You see the subtle brilliance in this The fact
bet you
that
Vince
he
has
added
clone.
the
Vince has a Chinese
died
clone
in the
somewhere
war
in his collection.
in parentheses. It's
He
just
died in the war.
subtle genius there, Vince.
What this implies is that Shane went and cried
Yeah.
to Vince.
I need your help, bro.
Vince, I need some help.
Vince, Shane, just remember, I tried to stick up for you.
All right, question. Clones versus knockoffs. What is this?
Okay, nice. It's a clone.
That's
So-
awesome.
It's a clone with a subtle change to get around copyrights.
You
That's
said a clone is within millimeters. This has a change. So would this just be a knockoff?
Technically, that is a knockoff, yes, because
looks-
it has a square hole instead of a circular hole.
I would call that a clone, though. That's like they
By definition, a clone is a one-for-one replication.
Have you ever seen Multiplicity? Clone number 4 was not a one-for-one replication.
Well, yes, there's gonna be if you're making a clone of a clone of a clone, yes. But
have you ever
when
seen
you're talking
Clone
about what we're
Wars?
talking about, a clone is a one-for-one replication where they're trying to
Actual.
exactly mimic a specific design. What OK Knives is doing is changing something to try to skirt that rule.
And so
If I'm not mistaken, OK Knives was also the ones who cloned the Ace Biblio and got busted for it.
Well, they're about to get busted for the Spyderco one.
Dude,
Well,
we're calling it
what
a
is?
Spyderco.
All they have is design similarity. Because they changed the hole, it makes it a different knife, technically.
No, but you
I'm
know
not
the
defending
reality. Yeah,
I'm
the
not
reality
defending it.
is, like,
What's that?
the reality is, like, I don't understand why any of these factories do this stuff. Like, I mean, I get it, right? Because, like, if you're selling on AliExpress or whatever, you know, like, you're gonna get some sales at some point and whatnot, right? But, like, if you want to be in the knife community at all, it just burns you, right? Like, Kaiser stole some designs back in the day. Like, I mean, before I knew about them, which is like pre 2000 and I don't know, like what, pre 2017 or something like that. And there are people to this day who won't touch Kaiser, for example, right?
So,
Nobody with any like self-respect outside of like Frankie and Bird will touch Gonzo's because it's like, oh, dude, they make Protect clones and Benchmade clones. You know what I mean?
So what happens is, with our Chinese-made knives, a lot of them are actually just made in factories, just big factories in Shenzhen, which is the factory, and it's a whole city that is factories
Yeah, I know.
dedicated to certain items.
Yep.
And some of
Guangzhou,
our
Shenzhen.
legit products that we buy are made in the very same factories.
Oh,
and
dude,
it's
I've got a
knives
story
something
about
made
that.
by cloners.
Okay.
So they just have to. All they have to do is walk over 25 feet and grab a real part that's going to a real knife
Oh, you
and bring
need-
it over to this shitty part of the factory,
Lock you up.
and then they remake it. And
Terry,
what I
I've got a
learned,
story about that.
I know how
Actually,
to
like,
what I learned in the
If
vaping
you have a
industry
special guest, you must halt conversation.
when I was doing that heavily
Because
is a lot of
You
times
must halt conversation when you.
your company, they're the same.
This is the rule. Okay,
Hey.
he's not listening to the rule. What's up, Eli?
Hi.
And made into a
What's up,
clone,
Eli?
No.
Vinny to suck it.
clone that is actually,
Tell him that he sucks.
but not of the
Tell him
quality.
his bed he sleeps in is made in China.
His mom already told
The
him
person
he
who wants is
What?
what happens in the knife clone.
Mom even told him he wasn't meant to be born.
The knife that looks like a horse dick.
He meant to have a girl.
Norseman, but that
Keep
Norseman
Dishing it out. Come on. Keep dishing it out.
is it morally right? No.
See, please lock up that child.
Lock up that child.
Shane
What's the
fucked with a
watermelon
child?
gonna do?
If you
Matt,
catch
what
the
time
baby
is it where you're at?
You think we don't have crossbows over there?
Crossbow? No, we don't have crossbows over there.
Oh,
What's your
we got
child
those
doing up at
giant
3:25 a.m.?
It's Friday.
You give him melatonin. That's what I did.
No way. This is can't wait. Hey, put that down. It's not even shut all the way.
My
Dude,
son
they're
took a late
conspiring
nap, woke
against
up
you,
at 6
Eli.
p.m. He was out by 10:30 because I gave him melatonin.
He has a bedtime
Whenever the F he wants.
5 days a week. Fridays, we like to. He's like me. He's a night owl.
Eli,
We try
tell
not- we can't do that.
Shane he was
We
born in
homeschool, so
China.
we have to keep a consistent.
By the way, I heard that the rumor that the only reason why we know ninjas and Chinese is because they're bad at being ninjas. Because
What?
ninjas, I've heard it because ninjas are supposed to be not seen. Not seen.
I think. Go back to your computer, buddy. No, go back. You have touched household. Go.
Okay, Matt, Maddie, sweet Maddie, I need you to educate your child some.
What?
Ninjas are not Chinese.
That's what he was
Monks are
trying to
Chinese.
say. He was saying he's a Chinese knockoff because he sucks at hiding.
Oh, I was gonna say
It
monks
wasn't-
are Chinese, ninjas are Japanese.
Yeah. Oh, he knows. It just wasn't coming out very eloquently. And,
I wasn't
I
picking
sent
on
him
Eli.
away
I was picking on his
to
dad.
rethink his life choices.
Well, welcome back, Sharp Guy.
So, funny dude.
Yeah, no, I can't. We can't do the whole weekend segregated bedtime thing because we homeschool. So every day, 24/7 is education time if we want it to be.
Eli goes to. He goes to a special school.
Special school pro America. Anti-Shane.
Yeah, we thought this would be a better option, but it winds up costing me more money because I have to buy workbooks all the time.
Oh.
Yeah.
However, there's a ton of free YouTube information for homeschooling.
Really, Shane? That's all you got? I mean, Eli already kind of failed, and you're gonna fail too.
Okay,
Right.
Shane.
So
Shane, I
dumb.
love you. I love you, Shane, but I'm going to be really, really, really literal. Eli is clearly not dumb because we just heard him talk.
Hey, that's what we do here, Vince.
To sleep, woke up, had breakfast, drove 2 days. What'd you have for breakfast?
I actually really appreciate that we got on a really hot button issue and then dipped away from it really quick.
No, we don't have hot button. When
There's
Shane
no reason for
starts
you to
crap
have a button.
and Eli walks up, all conversations stop because
Yeah.
then we have the feud. We let the feud take place, and
Yeah,
then we
yeah.
resume once one of them fails, which Eli.
Shane just needs to grow a pair of balls and tell Eli he's a duty head.
No, I think we already established he's got 3.
And Eli
Three?
destroy those 3 balls.
He's going to kick all of them.
Is one of them a
Oh,
Do you guys?
Scientology? No, thank you.
You
Oh,
guys
let's not
know
go
what a
there.
nudicle is?
What?
Do you know
Yes.
what a nudicle is?
CPM in the chat.
A
there
nudicle?
comes CPM with the. I can only
Nudicle,
imagine
it's
what that
silicone
is
testicle.
on screen or on YouTube. It's
I like
probably
God, next thing you're going to tell me is none of you have used a merkin.
Oh, we know what a merkin is. I got it.
I actually put it up on screen on one of the lives, didn't I?
I spent 10 minutes the other night with Shane researching Merkin images.
What is there to research? In the Middle Ages, they were developed by prostitutes.
Yeah,
to hide
no,
the
we
fact
weren't
that
very
they had
aware.
crabs.
No,
That's
I
it.
mean they were really just shopping for Shane's next one.
No, we were just looking for good pictures of them. Is all we were doing.
It's like a toupee, but shaped like a triangle.
Shane wears his Merkin with pride right on his face.
Well, I mean, there's always that website I told you about the other day,
My
Maddie, where they
favorite,
sell used
absolutely
anal
is.
beads by the pound.
Yeah.
Oh, ew! Oh my god!
I told my mom that in a public area one time. There were people around, and I said, "Oh, I found that website you wanted." And she just looks at me completely fucking just straight faced, and she goes, "Will you order me 25 pounds?"
Did she actually want 25 pounds?
No, but she knew I was being a butthole, so she fucking one up me.
Did she fit 25 pounds inside of her butt?
I don't. It's my mother. I don't know. I've never put anything inside of her butt. You
Oh.
come to Michigan. You tell me what she can take.
They're used though, right? So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Where do you even get you?
It's not a real thing. I made it up.
how many pounds did she
No, I
order?
was fully thinking of the logistics.
25 pounds. I don't know how much. It depends. It depends on what it's made out of and how.
It's got to be a record.
Maybe I mean the real kicker is what if they were made out of broken glass and thumbtacks?
Oh, ew!
I don't know if she put those in her butt.
Ouch.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
you
Yeah.
just gotta talk to like an ER doc, man.
Yeah, Ninja, you should email us some pictures of your Rosie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wanted that.
You need to send us some
Hey,
sexy Rosie pics so we can upload them on your behalf. So
hold on.
No,
JN Ninja. JN Ninja. Are you absolutely in love with the Rosie? If
I
not,
forgot
first
Ninja showed
person,
me on the
first
live-
person dibs. If you don't love it, I'll give you $100 for it right now. It was
Oh,
free to
snap.
you.
Ninja made that hatchet handle.
yeah,
That's cool.
Oh, that was a good one.
I didn't see it until after my live on Wednesday. Has anyone got the knife thread box yet? Mine has not shipped.
I
Mine hasn't shipped yet either.
I did the 3-month, and he discontinued that, and I haven't re-up yet.
Oh,
I got the
They're
I got the
on
email that they took my money, but they haven't shipped it yet.
Same
Mm.
What are they shipping?
knife thread box. I was just wondering if anyone got theirs yet.
Someone recently posted a. Someone,
JB did, but that was the higher level box. That wasn't the basic
No,
one.
It was someone else. I don't know.
I'll say I'm involved in a pre-order right now where I was told that they were shipping and getting shipped to the pre-orders as they came in, which led me to believe that you'd get it real quick. And then they quit talking to me after I told them I got the pre-order.
What's with
I hate pre-orders so
everybody
much.
screwing
Goondocks,
up
that's
pre-orders
what it
now,
was.
man?
Yeah, it was Goondocks.
I need to know what. Oh, I don't know when mine's coming in, so I'm going to see what's in it.
Is this for the Nerd Club boxes?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe when my wife's not pregnant and not able to work, I'll be able to fucking play with that.
Oh, he had the Max one too. You got a. I think they had a
did he?
Spyderco on that one.
Oh.
Yeah, they got a pair of 3, I think.
Yeah.
Side note, don't tell my wife about all these new knives that you guys have seen me fucking buying.
I know nothing.
Too late.
This money was supposed to cover us until she was able to work again, but I'm a POS.
All I know is now I have a Momentum coming on Sunday, so
You got it. Which one did you get?
the
See, I want to buy a
JG10.
Sharif knife so bad, but I'm just waiting to find a good one.
A what?
I'm just Sharif. He got it.
Oh yeah, dude. You know what's kind
Never
of like
again, Shane. Never again.
teasing
Sharif
me a
knew
little
everything.
bit. Oh yeah, dude. I got. I got. Fucking,
I was looking at the Veloce so hard, I almost pulled the trigger.
Everybody's
Oh,
saying
dude.
Shane.
You mean this guy?
Yeah, and there's this one little thing that kind of I didn't know if I cared about. What's up with Sharif? Can I ask you a personal question?
By all
Not
means.
now. Not now.
What's up with that weird little dip at the tip?
So that is just it was an aesthetic choice to kind of reference the beak of a raptor.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Here we go, Stevie. I'll match you.
Me too.
Me too.
Because like I don't hate it. I don't hate it. It was just I was making life choices when I was looking at it.
Yeah, dude. I love it. They did a good job, and I mean the S90V is definitely a big plus. I'm not gonna lie.
I was also trying to find a budget version, which doesn't exist.
No, but dude, if you go on Knife Global, I don't know if they're still doing it, but they were selling them for $150.
Yeah.
Where I got this one, the price.
Is it Knife Global? I looked this up before. Sharif, I might make a life choice right now just for you.
Sharif,
No,
what
like,
you doing with
honestly,
the street gun?
Well, this one's kind of like
It's
tickling my
174.
pickle, man.
Wait, what options do I have?
But the only problem with it is the price, man. $370 for 20 CV and carbon fiber handles. It's like if I didn't buy a stitch, then this is also very expensive.
Hey, horror movie. How you doing?
Okay. Sharif, I'm pulling a trigger that I don't really think I can pull just because I like
Dude,
you.
No,
Well, don't
just
pull the
wait.
trigger.
Just wait then, man.
Yeah,
Like
don't.
really.
No. Dude, because if I can get a Tiger Stripe titanium version for
horror movie.
$175, I feel like that's a steal.
Sharif,
Dude,
don't you have an
no,
extra
look.
large version coming at some point?
Of the Veloce?
Yeah.
No. The one that I'm working on is the XD, which is going to be the Super Veloce. But that one's going to be expensive. It is going to be very expensive.
Where does Knives Global ship out of? Is that a U.S. based company?
No, they ship out of China.
Takes about 5 days to get your knife.
They ship.
I've never experienced that in China.
I have all 3 times I've ordered from them. It's mind blowing how fast it gets there.
I'm not saying you're wrong,
Oh.
Stefan.
Good.
I'm just saying
Good.
I've never experienced that from China, so I'm hoping because I definitely just bought a Veloce.
You just said that you shouldn't be buying it, so you shouldn't buy it.
Well, I mean, it's 6 of one, half a dozen of the other.
I don't even know what that means.
I shouldn't have bought a Veloce, but I did.
Yeah, you shouldn't have.
Dude,
Are you
thank
gonna
you.
come
I mean,
I only bought it because I wanted you to punish me, Maddie.
I think out.
I can get away with it because I handle the finances and nobody's here to see me do it.
This is shady. I want no part of it.
Yeah, I was shady.
I probably shouldn't have bought half my collection, but I did. So hey.
Exactly.
Luckily,
As long as it shows up USPS, nobody will ever know.
I've been lucky because like some of the
Stevie.
knives I got, like
Stevie, do they show up
Well,
UPS,
I've been able to
DHL,
get
or USPS?
payments. Like Blazeburger let me do small payments on this.
Nobody
you're
lets
just
me do
checking
that.
that out?
Huh?
I thought you were just checking it out.
No.
Oh.
I was paying this off, and then once I gave him the last payment, I told him to send it. I told him to hang on to it until it was.
Oh, see, I
Oh,
thought.
that's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
right.
you're making payments on an Arias and a Chavez.
Like I said, I got lucky because I have cool friends. That's the only
Chavez
reason why I have
screw.
this stuff.
See,
Hey,
I
Joe.
only want a 229 if it doesn't have the screw forehead thing. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
beautiful. Hey,
No
Stevie.
teasing, Oliver.
Yep. See?
What?
Stevie,
What?
Knights Global, do they show up in the regular mail?
No, the
No,
irregular mail.
What's that?
The
Irregular
USPS.
mail. They
Like,
they throw it in the trash can instead of your mailbox.
okay, but is it USPS or UPS that when they show up finally?
United States Postal Service.
Thank you,
USPS,
sir.
I think I've
Yeah.
only ever had knives.
You're
come
lucky
through
you've got such a beautiful beard.
yeah.
Oh, I'm a lucky man for many, many, many reasons.
Hey, Stevie.
I'll show
ask you
you
a personal-
something here.
Stevie, can I ask you a personal question?
I'd rather you didn't.
Well, hold on. If you and I got in a fight,
No. I'd rather you didn't.
That's fine.
Respect.
If you and I got in a fight,
No. I'd rather you didn't ask me any questions.
Okay, fine, Matt. I'll ask you, Matty. If you and I got in a fight, would you run?
Would I run?
Yeah.
No.
Then how are you gonna catch me?
I don't run. What part of me looks like I even jog?
Oh, what fucking part of me looks like I jog?
I always tell people, if you see me running, shoot whatever the fuck is chasing me.
I'm a fat
Horror
boy,
movie.
275. I don't run.
This is the Chavez or Chavez, however you want to say it. Rendition 229.
I'm always too afraid to ask people if they'll take payments.
People. Full disclosure, they came to me and offered it, and I said absolutely.
Well,
They're just cool
anybody
people.
in our Discord, I also love payments, and will wait till I pay it off to receive it.
One moon. I just got lucky. Like with the areas, it was the same thing.
See, there's some of these knives I buy. What it is I'm really curious to handle it, but I'm too new in the world to be in a share group or have somebody just send it to me and let me borrow it for a week and let me send it back. You know what I mean?
Dude, that's
Like,
why
I
you
just
gotta
want
start
to
making
and then
videos.
give it away.
No. Just start making videos. On
Yeah,
the
they
regular.
want to see content.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
I've been
someone's
making.
gonna-
I've made a couple shorts.
No,
I mean, I
make
know that's
full-length
not content per
videos.
se.
Most of the pass around groups, or even like any manufacturers, they want to see content.
I'm trying to figure out how to get Sharif to send me a pair of ripe underwear.
The horror movie.
These are the ones I'm wearing right now.
You probably like it.
Fuck
I don't know. I think what
off,
it is
Jake.
once. I think what it is once Sharif and I found out we were both from Michigan, we just kind of bonded a little bit.
And how dare you indulge him? Worst moment of my life.
It's Sharif. Are you not completely shocked by how many people we're finding out are from Michigan in the Discord?
Dude, like, I'm totally surprised. It's
Half
amazing.
the Discord's Michigan.
Yeah,
You might
represent,
as well
dude.
be. Like, I think there's at least 6+ people from Michigan in our Discord. Your Discord, I should say.
Dude, I love it. It's pretty awesome.
I know.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like, not this year, but I think next year I might, when I'm not expecting another baby, work something out with some people from Michigan and carpool to Blade.
dude, that'd be amazing.
If not to buy anything, just to meet up with some of you guys for real.
Hey, yeah.
And hope that nobody punches me.
Ian,
Dude,
show me.
I want to get back to Michigan one of these days because, like, I've been wanting to do it for a while, and I miss it. Like, I want to go my old stomping grounds and shit, And if I'm
Yeah.
there,
See, I'm in this weird place where I absolutely loathe living in Michigan just because of winter.
yeah,
But there's also this weird part of me that doesn't want to leave Michigan.
right.
Like,
And
I just
as
want
somebody who's moved, getting away from the winter is amazing. But there's a piece of me that I've like forever will be attached to Michigan.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff, but the winner, that's the winner.
Every time you
It's
guys
just
are on,
Michigan
it's
winner.
a dominating conversation.
It's very sexual in nature.
It is. Get us all together in a room, be greased up real quick.
Or a movie. I did payments.
Oh.
Matt, how much do you love it?
Oh, this is awesome.
Yeah.
My one complaint is the corners are a bit pokey, so they stab my palm a little bit.
That was my.
Well, if you hate it, we can work something out.
That's actually Maddie. That was my complaint. That's why I ultimately didn't hang around.
Because
I also had the
only
dance
way I
instead
can
of the
flat
drop.
out afford to buy a Chavez is to get that iconic, and that's not a Chavez in my mind. It's
a Chavez
Chavez
design.
just going, and here's a knife.
That's what they asked him for.
Yeah.
Apparently, because the Chavez design out of all the other iconics is the least Chavez-y. I mean, it's Chavez. You can tell it's a Chavez design, but you can tell that Chavez put the least amount of effort into it as everybody else.
Well,
yeah,
that's
what's that
what-
model called?
They come to those designers and they say, "Hey, we're looking for a bare bones design that we can slap."
And
Yeah,
and out of all of the designers that they've went to so far, Chavez was the one who gave them the most bare bones. And it's not one of the cheapest, and it's the. I think the iconic knives are overpriced for what you get.
Dude, I'm trying to find it right now.
Materials wise.
Ooh, Vin.
I
Vin,
think you're
you ready for
I
this?
think you're way overpaying for a designer's name
Ian, that's
versus
cool.
what you get.
Vince, are you ready for this?
Ooh.
Vince?
Oh.
Vinay.
From Ninja.
With love.
Ooh.
Oh,
There it
cool.
is.
Telling you, Ninja, I'm telling you, if you hate it, I got a hundo on it right now, brother.
The hundo add 1,100 more.
No. He got it for free. It's $100 in his pocket.
You didn't get it for free. How
What?
dare you insult that man?
How much?
He paid his way into that.
He did.
Well, you know what I mean,
You don't get nothing for free.
Stevie. You know what I mean.
God.
And I'm not being serious if that's what you guys think.
No, you're not being serious.
See the Rosie Greer?
I will tongue punch your sweet chili hole. You better watch
You'll
yourself, son.
never have the
Geez.
Monday. I'm not ready for Monday. Although in 2 weeks is spring break, so I get a week off.
Of
Paid-
what?
Paid week off.
What are you, like a gym
Why?
teacher?
I work at a school.
What do you do? You butt touch?
I work with children.
I'm just.
Yeah.
I meant on a professor. Like you're a teacher.
Now you're
butt
backtracking.
child, you gross ass.
Profession.
I do occupational therapy.
Occupate for teachers.
No, for kids.
Kids don't have an occupation. They're kids. They go to school.
Yes, they do.
Fight each other.
Yeah. You don't really have a job, do you, Maddie?
I don't.
Like physical therapy or mental therapy?
Occupational therapy.
Occupational.
My question still stands, and it's still legitimate.
Occupation's definition is things that occupy your time.
Yes, I
A
understand
student's
that, Matthew.
occupation is to be a student.
Yes, I know, but what does that entail?
Therapy.
Are you saying that because you're not allowed to discuss it?
No?
Because are you a counselor or are you a chiropractor?
No. Occupational therapist.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I see you don't wish to answer this
I
question.
work with kids with autism.
Well, work with me then.
You're not a kid.
I have autism, a-hole.
Short guy got it. I drive the short bus.
You're a bus driver. Is that what you're saying?
He wasn't there before.
Do you drive a bus and say nice words? No, I'm just kidding. I'm not trying to be a butthole, Matt. I was
He's not
curious
even really there,
was
Vince.
what portion of that you were involved in. And if you don't want to answer, that's okay. You don't have to.
I'm involved
You're
in
a
all
grown
of
man.
them.
You do what you want.
I'm definitely. I think I'm definitely on the spectrum.
That's a very good question, horror movie. What the fuck is going on here?
I'm
I think
ADD.
it's about time to
and-
stick a fork in this.
Yes.
We're done.
Terry ruined it. Terry ruined it for everybody.
A little bit.
I had a question.
I gotta get going to bed soon, anyways.
Gary wants to know what you do.
You better get over here. It's still warm, son.
Don't worry, Gary's beds are always cold, even the people in them.
That's because he works no more.
I was never really here.
Steve, you're always here.
No,
You're thinking of our imagination.
Oh, here, real quick, legit, serious question for anybody who's still alive in the chat. Does anybody have the arcane dagger that they want to get rid of? I don't know why. I just
Antimatter?
remembered that. Yeah.
That's
If you do, or if you know anybody, hit me up.
Are
I
you
don't
get in two things? I'll say to that. Join Obscene EDC Facebook group. I can send you an invite. Also, just wait a little bit. V2 is coming out this year.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, Israel and Felix both talked about it. They are because it's the Arcane Something Obscene collaboration.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know, it's a 50-50. They both release it.
So Stevie
And-
belongs to Better Face Script.
Hold on. They've both talked about it, both Felix and Israel, that they've already. I don't think they announced like the little tweaks that they've done to it, but
Yeah.
it's coming back out. But they are you see them pop up in Obscene EDC.
Okay. Because, like, I don't know why I just remembered, but I've been wanting to get one of those since they came out, and I didn't have money at the time. And then every time they came around again, I never had the money, you know? So, like,
Yeah.
I just saw a dagger, and I was like, oh, yeah, duh.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
Yeah. And it's, like, I don't like daggers in general, but, like, I like that one, you know?
It is cool.
It is cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm trying to score a plexus this year.
Dude, you want to know what though? Like, I was just going through all of this stuff on Blade HQ, and I'm like, is there anything like new and affordable that I could pick up to like review? And there's literally nothing that I would, not to be like arrogant, but there's nothing that I would waste my money on. You know, like, just.
And you know,
I don't waste the money on Blade HQ in general.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm so scared to send Blade HQ money. I've got screwed by their data breaches twice.
Ian, they're doing
Really?
another run.
Yeah, their first big data breach. My card got hacked, and I got charges to some other country. And then my wife, before she was my wife, she bought me a Father's Day gift from Blade HQ, and then she got screwed over from purchaser from some other country.
Yep, mine did too.
And then people tell me I'm crazy when I say stuff like like if I'm gonna buy from Blade HQ, I'm gonna set up one of those one-time use digital cards from now on. Because unfortunately, they get a lot of stuff that you can only get from them.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. I don't shop at Blade HQ.
Yeah, I don't either.
I
don't know. About
dude,
Gary.
I mentioned that in Neve's live one time, and he went off on something. I could never have been them. Blah 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 blah. And I'm like, well, the month that it happened to me and my wife, we both only made one online purchase, and it was to Blade HQ.
They sent out letters to everybody that was affected.
Yeah,
I got a letter saying, "Hey, your shit was compromised," and I'm like,
they sent emails. They made posts. Yeah. And I'm just saying, like, right after I bought from Blade HQ, the month that I only spent money online one time, I had to get a new debit card.
To be fair,
I don't know what else it could have been.
That happened to me with Target also. So, I'm the guy that likes to store shit, so it's just more convenient. And yeah, you play, you fuck around. Every once in a while, you're gonna find out. That's also why I only use credit cards for that type of stuff.
Yeah.
Because when shit happens, it ain't my fucking money.
So, just as a quick aside, this just popped up, which I never heard about.
Is that a bokeh?
Beg Knives Diamici.
Oh, it's Beg Knives.
Look at this.
Hey, Craig.
What's up, Craig?
MSRP supposed to be under $150 with Damascus blade, steel handles, and steel liner lock.
You're gonna buy one?
Dude, at that price, like, who's making these? For under $150? I never heard about this.
Beg Knives
I don't
Diamici?
personally enjoy Damascus.
Vince, I started to. I got about 5 minutes into it, and I'm like, I'm not ready to deal with this. I took the chicken route, but from what I'm really picking up is, Discord might be like evil shit, right? That's what I'm slowly finding out, and that breaks my heart.
What's the problem with Discord?
I don't know. I haven't finished the video yet.
It's run by Satan.
Well, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
You guys
are you who?
But I'm ready to shut her down, folks. It's knocking on 1 a.m. here, and
oh my gosh, it's
the PNW.
Yup.
I work in the morning.
You work
Saturday?
a few hours.
I do,
I'm
yeah.
sorry, I'm sorry, Daddy.
That's all right. These knives ain't free. Got to pay for these things somehow.
Well, I hope you can make the best of your day.
Oh, I will.
Any hoodles. Appreciate y'all hanging out tonight. I'll be going live again tomorrow evening at 5:30.
Oh, yeah.
I think that there's new additions to Saturday morning. I think Duties, Daggers, and G-Ball both go live.
Duty.
And maybe Brandon Thrasher, too. So there might be a bunch of lives tomorrow morning.
There you go, Sharif.
I will be on at 5:30 p.m. Pacific time tomorrow. And might have Jason Grant on. Might have Blade Banter on as well. So
what?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he's got a bunch of he does have stuff going on, but I'd been talking to him and I said, well, hey man, if you're not busy, come on over. So
maybe you'll have Maddie on then?
Well, of course.
JB's got his early live tomorrow.
You guys, I feel like you guys don't go on without each other anymore.
I can't. I already told Stevie I can't do my work without him.
I'd rather not. What's the point?
It's fun though. It's fun. No matter whether it's Maddie, Stevie, or SaidFaction, it's always a good time.
We try. We want it to be low key and fun.
Yeah. Tomorrow is the first Saturday of the month, so yeah, JB's goes on at 1?
2 p.m. Our time.
2 p.m. Right. Okay.
3 my time.
So, but yeah, hopefully y'all have a great rest of your. It's morning for us all now. So
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go
But-
straight to bed and wait for the toddler to wake up and come to bed with me.
Everyone, go eat some eggs Benedict.
I
Yes.
will be going
And
to
this is the sound
breakfast
of
That doesn't sound half bad, actually.
Sounds delicious.
Well,
tomorrow
the
morning.
hardest part is making the sauce.
Nah, it's
Yeah.
easy. You got yourself a nice little
Breakfast mayonnaise.
blender. Super
Yeah.
easy.
That's why Matt likes it. It's because it's breakfast mayonnaise.
Mayo.
Hollandaise.
I like it.
Hollandaise is literally just breakfast mayonnaise. That's why he loves it.
Literally and figuratively. Any hoodles, folks.
Hey, thanks for letting me come on again tonight, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for letting me jump on.
Sure thing.
Yeah.
Alrighty, everybody. Till the next one. I've been
Sharif, I love you.
Mofos.